and discord it out.
We should probably get rid of that.
Why are you spamming the chat?
What, you mean like this?
Hey Miya, it's your turn now. Show me that Q key action.
The one key that is broken.
It's pretty one key, you could say.
Oh.
Am I the only one stupidly giggling?
Yeah, no, you're not. I was wondering. Yeah.
What?
We'll need
Yeah,
to
I can say it on.
We'll need to teach you a bit more French at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh dear. Anyway, so if everyone's ready, then with the four of us that are here, welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation. When we last left off, you guys had not travelled particularly far from Camp Right, just in fact you're only a day or two down the river because it decided to storm, and it was a really short session last week. So we'll pick up where we left off with you guys heading to bed at the end of the tropical storm, getting ready for the next day. If anyone has anything particular they want to say.
I think we told most of our stories.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah. I think we did tell a couple of stories last time.
Yeah, we said a few. We had some wine.
Some sad, some depressing, some funny, some just whoa, you know.
We invited the kitties to have some wine with us.
The kitties were kind of fascinated.
Well, one of them was. The other was like, come on, guy.
Yeah. I'm kind of playing River as the more competent and talkative of the two, but you know. So, you guys head to bed, minus, Artis and Dragonbait, because they ran. And you rise the following morning, the rain seems to have stopped. I say it seems to have stopped, it's backed off a bit. It's, a medium amount of rain, decent a bit. You're going to get a bit wet during the day, but not to the extent that it's storming. There's a strong wind, and temperature's actually rather cool today for once. But you rise first thing in the morning.
Well, I guess I start making that tea.
This is just going to be a day of travel, isn't it?
Should be.
In the morning, before we get up, I'm going to uncork the alchemy jug, say poison, and pour half an ounce into the empty vial I have.
Fair enough.
That's pretty clever.
You do as such.
Do I now have a vial of empty poison?
Yeah.
A vial of empty poison. A vial of basic poison, sorry.
Yes, you do.
Alright. After that, I'll probably open up the flaps of the tent, but still stay under. I don't really want to be getting wet.
How unfortunate.
And, converse with Moril as he's making tea.
Well, you're the one who's trying to start a conversation.
You do like your tea, don't you?
Well, it's the best I can get out here.
Very true.
I mean, I could drink wine from that gorge all day long, but you wouldn't appreciate my company in that case.
Maybe not. We could probably use everyone in the peak physical condition and mental condition for our travels. Maybe if another tropical storm comes up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're that badly wanting alcohol, I'm pretty sure one of the half-orcs has a whole cask of... what was the delicacy here called? Tej?
Tej, dear.
Ah.
I walk out in my armor.
Tej.
Tej, yes.
Tej, that thing. Well, oh well. I don't know. I personally don't like it. I prefer the wine, but you know, get what you can get, I guess.
Indeed.
But prior to getting pissed drunk, I suppose we're gonna have to carry out our mission, don't we?
No,
Now that we can
would be good.
move.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's preferable, but
And so Artist and Dragonbait also decided to actually leave. I did think they were serious, but they did spend quite a while around us.
yeah, a little bit more than I expected, to be quite fair.
True, I'm sure we'll end up crossing paths with them again.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have followed us to Camp Righteous. That's where they were heading anyway, weren't they?
And I think they just stumbled across us and were travelling for a little while for safety until they started endangering us.
Yeah. They say Artist said that if you look for them, you may be able to find them at either Orolanga or Mesro, or perhaps closer to Omo.
Wherever Omu is.
Yeah, I note down they can both be found either at Orolunga or Mesro. It's on my notes.
Yep.
Well, there's Meiril, and we're not heading in that direction for quite a while.
Why is
Right.
Orolunga moving?
Just knitting it up on the hexes because it annoys me that so many things are on the border of a hex rather than in the hex nice and neatly.
That is kind of annoying, actually. That is
Same reason that Ballor just moved. You're going to have to ignore when I move these tokens underneath, basically, because I hate when stuff is, stuck on the border. It's like, which part of it?
you also have this little struggle.
Oh, I'm aware, but you guys aren't going anywhere near there, so I'm too lazy to move it right now.
Oh, should we get a move on as best we can?
Yeah, let's break
go.
up.
Okay. You guys break camp and push back out onto the Ocean Star in your canoes and start, paddling away. It's not too hard of a journey. The rain is mildly annoying for those of you paddling, but it's really not too bad overall.
Keep my eyes and ears open. Because we had a pretty much as much rest as I possibly could ever want.
Yeah, can you make me a perception check, please?
Okay. Plop.
Nope.
First one of the night. Was the 6.
Okay. You sail up the Ocean Star and nothing interesting seems to happen. The first couple hours gets to noon, gets past noon. Is anyone else keeping a lookout?
I'm mostly
Yeah.
keeping a lookout on, navigating the canoe and stuff like that.
Fair.
I'll keep an eye on out on the shores.
Mercy, can you make me a perception check, please?
No.
No, you can't.
Same roll!
The
Here's the
6s are
thing, though.
enforced today.
Moril does not, because he kind of, unknowingly trusts both Meiril and Mercy.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
So I'm just
I'm
sitting
waiting
there.
that if you do.
I'm just sitting there, casually playing my flute quietly. Well, however quietly you can play a flute.
Yeah, as you do.
I'm just waiting for the next, whatever roll is next, to just get another 6, and all of a sudden Asmodeus appears.
You mean the Serac?
No, Asmodeus, 666. Number of the devil.
Uh-huh.
So, we don't see shit.
Yes.
You travel
Well,
a couple more
Everything's
hours.
fine.
I'm pretty sure you see the shores, you know.
Kinda.
You travel a couple more hours, nothing really interesting happens at all. You hear a few dinosaur roars off in the distance, and that's about it. And you continue through the day. No one notices a thing, and you make camp at the end of the day. Now the question is, am I just saying that, or did you miss something?
We probably...
Yeah.
The players probably know, yeah, we missed something. The characters, completely oblivious.
It's nice to have a quiet day of traveling for once.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about
Just hope we get a quiet night, too.
Hopefully so.
Can I get a watch order from the party, please?
Second.
First.
Third.
Guess I'm fourth.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Lagotah should take last.
I mean, if I take last, we're gonna have something happen in first watch.
Yeah, you have a point. You have a point. Can't you just sleep in armor?
I'm pretty
Get
sure
a comfortable armor.
I'm pretty sure I would get points of exhaustion if I did that.
Probably.
Get a comfortable armor or a padded one. Sheesh.
So, from first watch, can I get a perception check, please?
Yes. Ooh. Well, it's not a 6.
That's a good start.
It's a 16.
I wish. Let me check my perception.
Oh no.
I have a +3 in perception, so technically, yes, it is a 6.
Oh no.
Wow.
That total of a 6.
That's a total of 6. I rolled a 3.
Okay. You notice nothing.
Nope. Am I being attacked?
No?
No. Good.
Second watch.
Oh shit, how many days have we been travelling? Because we need to deduct their insect repellent off as well. I've been forgetting to do that.
Second watch, that was me, right? Yes.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. 5.
Oh my god, guys.
Okay. You also notice nothing.
Do I get ambushed or something like that?
No.
Okay,
Third
good.
watch.
For the meme, should I just
Yay.
do like, actual real
That's
dice?
a little bit.
There we go, Mercy. Mercy, can you make me a survival check, please?
Sure. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
looking at, even though it's dark, looking around, trying to judge the weather. Is that another tropical storm? That's another tropical storm.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh, fuck's sake.
Stream can confirm that they saw me roll it.
How long do we have before it's above us?
It's starting to break now.
All right, I'll
it's
wake
already
everybody
above
up to secure the tents.
Okay. And you wake. Everyone else, you are shaken awake by Mercy in the middle of the night, probably yelling at you to secure the tents.
Yeah.
And
I-
as this goes on, you hear a boom of thunder.
I first
And
grabbed
if
my
Mercy
sword
didn't
and
wake us up-
shield. I grabbed my sword and shield, realized what's going on, dropped the sword and shield.
So, like, yeah, if Mercy didn't wake us up, the Thunder Showers all did.
Yeah.
And I go secure the
Canoe and the tents.
I go, and then I go fix
Everyone
my
was
things.
rolling crappy all night. They didn't notice the fact there's a tropical storm coming.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
So,
Sorry.
Alright. Yeah, so we get all that sorted and then everyone goes back to sleep, I take it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not going to enjoy this.
Sweet, we can do it without. Good night. Have you started session?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Loud.
Sorry.
No, it's
it's actually
My-
okay, it's very,
my
very
music
nice.
was very high. It was at max for some reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance the sound volumes on all of these at the moment now as well.
While you're doing that, somebody get me up to speed. What have I missed?
Literally, we
tropical
traveled one day.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
traveled
tropical.
we traveled one day and nothing happened.
Oh, have you been up to date with the previous session?
Yeah, go quick.
Wait, was that yes, go for it, or yes, you've been updated with last session?
Yes, go for it, but be quick. I don't want to drag this behind session.
So you need to be updated.
Right, after you were taken down and brought back up, we ended up moving along, packing our shit up, and leaving. We traveled a few more days. People were not too keen and warm to Artis. We
Gave
got
him the
ambushed.
bit of the cold shoulder.
Yeah. Haha. Got ambushed by, later we found out, Zentarim. Annihilated them. And then the next night, Artis said he'd take one of the watches. I took it with him. Actually, no, this was the night with Zentarim.
Yes, it
He
was.
said he was going to leave because he was endangering us, and then we got ambushed by Zentarim, and then he left in the morning after we annihilated the Zentarim.
Then there was a tropical storm, so we got stuck for a day. We got drunk.
Drank wine from the alchemy jug, and just camped out for the day. We've travelled, and another tropical storm's hit.
Yeah. And that's it.
Cool.
You want final watch from me, by the way?
Yes, please.
For the memes, because 2 out of 4 of them already have done it real nice, and let's just see how this fucks me. That was almost a natural 20, fuck you. 14 plus 18.
18? Okay.
Total 18.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a storm going on. You know,
I'm glad my 18 found that one out.
yeah, it's definitely going to last pretty much the rest of the day. Once again, you don't see much else going on, although it's still a little hard to tell. Although it seems like Angren has stopped making modem noises, and his tent is now quiet.
What was the if we were to travel, we travel at half speed?
So you can't use the canoe, and you'll take your automatic exhaustion and save against the second.
Okay. We can move 10 miles normally though, can't we?
Yes.
Why are we not using the canoe?
Tropical
Because
storm,
it's
it floods.
Storming.
Yep. As per my notes on tropical storms, any canoes are flooded within 15 minutes of launching.
Oh, okay.
Also, Hobbit, you can restore Angren to full because you've had multiple long rests.
Okay.
When I start waking,
We're still level 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
once my watch ends, I'll start waking people up after they've had ample rest.
Funny.
So, we're close. We're really close.
Yeah.
It will still take you the best part of the day.
We could try to make it. We're on time schedule.
Is Undril with us?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. You were going to Camp Vengeance. Do you know what we can expect to find there? Exactly.
At camp is whoever is currently there from the Order of the Gauntlets, including the camp commander, who I'm sure will try and provide you some reward for your services to the Order, and I'm sure I can put in a good word to stop him dragging you into yet another undead hunt. Beyond that is a place to rest up before heading south. From there, he'll be able to provide you more accurate information on the map.
So if we arrive there exhausted, we're not gonna be dragged into some dangerous situation right away. We'll be able to rest there.
Hopefully, but I can't promise you. I don't know how the commander's holding up or how the camp is holding up. You might be pressed into service on the wars for all I know.
Oh, I love it. I mean, we're pressed for time. Can we really afford another day? What if this tropical storm lasts for longer than a day?
Generally, we can find the tropical storms so rare will pop up for a day at a time and then die back down again to just normal rain. I don't think it's likely that we're going to get yet another storm tomorrow. This is River speaking.
Mm.
Remember that level 2 exhaustion, your speed is halved.
How about we take a vote?
All in favor of heading up? Raise your hand.
Lagotah raises her hand.
I couldn't quite hear you through the rain. What did you say? Who raises the hand votes for what?
For pressing on.
In the storm.
I don't.
Just the two of us?
Seems we're waiting then.
All in favor of staying here and camping the day and night? Raise your hand.
I raise mine.
Angren?
I think we should press on. We're on a time limit.
We really are on a time frame, but fucking hell.
3-1.
Let's go.
Near what? It's been active for 33 days so far, this curse.
Yep.
Yeah, we're running out of time. I'm sorry, Mercy.
It's fine.
Have we got like a deadline day?
You do not.
Okay.
I can tell you, I'm going to check on her now, but I believe that Syndra, since... let me check how much Syndra's lost since the start of the adventure. I know it's 13, but more as a percentage of her HP. Syndra Sylvain has lost quite a lot of HP. Has lost quite a lot of HP since the curse started. It's about a third of the way through her total health. So
We're a little bit on a time constraint here. It's just considering we haven't even gotten to Camp Vengeance yet.
Yeah, I think we need to press on.
Alright, let's break up camp.
okay, you guys break camp, and everybody automatically you take 1 level of exhaustion, no save.
Is there a
You
bit
begin your
options?
journey through the day. Yes, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Can I get a perception check from Moril and from Mercy, please? Also, can everybody please make a Constitution saving throw?
That I should be able to do. Hey, that's a natural 17.
Here's a con.
Con
Nope.
save, not con check, please, Moril. There is a difference.
Right, let's see, where do I...
Okay.
There.
Angren, you take a second level of exhaustion.
There's the con.
Okay. Yeah, Angren is the only one in the party that takes a second level of exhaustion. Everyone else, you remain at 1. You did manage to pass the save.
And you also wanted the perception?
I've got it from the people I asked. Meiril, can I get a perception from you, please?
Oh, I thought you asked for moral.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
might
it's
have said it.
moral.
I might have said it by mistake. I meant Meiril.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey!
Meiril, I need to PM you.
Okay, I'm gonna look. Okay, so disadvantage on ability checks.
Yes.
Yep. And Angren has his speed halved in addition to that.
Damn. So close. I think I'm betting it was DC 10 if she saved.
Yeah.
Oh, it's devastating.
Every time I roll as my name, it's crap. I have to remember to change it to actual character names. See, I would have saved.
Oh man.
If not by much.
Umbra, you've received a PM.
Which direction?
Over in... We'll quickly roll a d6.
Please say behind us.
That way.
Okay. Let's I'm gonna point out to the others. There's a giant red dinosaur up 300 yards.
Yeah, it might be the Tyrannosaurus Rex, 300 yards away.
Let's
It's on the other side of the river, right?
Yes, it is.
let's hurry away from it.
I rolled a d6 to figure out where it was.
I'll take that direction. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
I'm moving your
let's just
circle.
keep going. Yeah.
Please ignore the names teleporting around the map as well. Marker.
I'm trying to ignore it, but it's always funny.
Towards the end of the day, you guys do manage to, running alongside the river, reach Camp Vengeance. And now I need to actually pull up the text of Camp Vengeance because I'm stupid and forgot to do so. Through the foliage, you see a crude timber fortification, a walled compound with watchtowers and tents inside it, encircled by a ditch bristling with sharpened stakes. A large gatehouse faces the river, on the shore of which are 4 rowboats tied to a wooden post. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies. And I will pull you over in just a second.
Oh shit, I just remembered something.
What?
Wait, was that perception check before we got the exhaustion?
After.
Because it should have been a 13 instead in that case, I've just remembered.
Well, whatever.
After
It's just
remembering.
really hard to ignore that 24. It's really hard to ignore it.
It was giant and red.
Green.
Oh wow, I'm zoomed in.
Spotted a giant red dinosaur.
Oh, the dinosaur, yeah.
Yeah.
What is...
Okay. I'm
I'll
gonna.
say
Yes.
over the map.
There's
We're
people
missing
there.
Angren on the map.
Oh, yep, because I deleted him because I wasn't sure when Hobbit would get here.
I
No, you're
do
not.
I'm going to.
see Cora. And everything she sees.
Okay, the inside of the camp.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. No, you don't.
There we go.
That was me adding her token to the map.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that Angren and I are carrying the canoe.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you guys have arrived.
Good. Shelter.
Finally. Oh, depending on how you, Mercy and Lagotah, are carrying the canoe, I'm walking underneath it. Depending on how they're carrying it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes!
Okay, you guys can move yourselves around on the map, by the way.
I'm probably going to let the priest go first because it's
Yes.
her camp and her thing.
Okay. She's carefully picking her way through the underbrush. Feel free to sort of arrange yourselves behind. Probably River at the front with her, with Flask.
Who's carrying the canoe with me?
Me.
Lagotah.
Means I must stay with you.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and zoom in a little bit more.
Okay. And
Yeah. Something like that.
as you guys approach the... Also, hi, Ray. As you guys approach the front of the camp, you hear a couple of voices call out from the gatehouse. Halt! Who goes there? Who approaches the Order of the Gauntlet? And Undril just steps forward and goes out to them. I'm Undril Silvertusk, priest of the Order of the Gauntlet, here to deliver a package of letters to Commander Niles Breakbone. let myself and my friends gain entry. Takes a moment. There's kind of you can tell there's a discussion going on inside the gatehouse, but shortly after, the gatehouse swings open and reveal the interior of the camp to you. And Andrew gestures and leads you inside. Ray,
I
you
see
here?
goats.
I am here.
As we walk past the other canoes, can we
Just on the
tie
one in the back.
ours to that?
Yeah,
lot
sure.
We don't have to carry it
we
around.
do that.
And I'll actually put the canoe upside down so it doesn't start filling with water.
Oh, also, I
And-
should be full health.
sorry,
For some reason, I'm not.
Give me a second, guys. Ray, did you say you were here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't quite hear you, so I had to turn you up.
Okay.
As you guys enter the camp, beneath the two guards who are on the gatehouse, you can hear two voices actually coming from inside the tent straight in front of you. One male and one female. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reveal the tokens, not on the dynamic lighting layer, they're on the GM layer.
I'm gonna stay underneath the gatehouse for a little bit.
Unsurprisingly. I want to reveal a couple of tokens for you. And Andrew heads straight inside the tent. Cora, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes.
Right?
Ray?
Alright.
There was somebody in my room. Okay. So, hi. I'm Cora.
Oh my lord. Sorry.
I'm Cora Boudreaux. I have come out here looking for one thing and found another.
Whoa.
What you see before you is a woman in a cloak. You can see whips of red hair and green eyes coming out from below it.
Muse, is that you?
Honey, if Mew sounded like this,
Oh
she
god,
would
no.
She is, from what you can see under the cloak, she has on what deems like leather boots, and cannot see pretty much anything beyond that because the cloak hides most of her features. She's about 5'8", and she seems to have, from what you can see, pretty fair skin. I'm guessing the priestess who she comes in, and that's Cora. Oh. Hi.
The priest is a half-orc NPC.
Gotcha. I kind of figured.
And yeah, during this time you've been talking to the camp commander, Commander Nard Breakbone. However, as soon as Undrel enters the tent, you hear her basically telling him, I've got this package of letters, slams what seems to be a heavy bundle onto a table, and the commander comes over to... Damn, I just tried to click on the Twitch stream. He pokes his head out, he's like, there's not going to be room for all of you in here. Actually, yes, there will. Whatever. Get in here.
About to say, honey, that's not what you were saying.
Alright, I'll be here.
I will,
I sit in the corner.
Oh, I don't like that dynamic lighting.
I
I
sit
don't
in
know
the
what you're talking about.
That's better.
Oh, wow.
With
Actually,
in less than 6 seconds, in fact, probably in 3 seconds, I get to sprint into here, staying out that lane. I'm taking a dash action.
I give a small salute to the guards at the entrance and then join.
Sheesh, Meiril, are you like made out of sugar or something?
I've had about enough of all of this terrible weather.
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, okay, yeah, it's that bad.
You have been traveling under the boat, Moril.
Shh. That's details.
So, for the benefit of Cora, would you guys like to introduce yourselves to Ray Ray? Starting with, in no particular order, Lagotah.
Bless
I will-
whoever just sneezed first. Lagotah is a half-orc. She's pretty tall, pretty broad-shouldered, broad face, broad nose. You can see her tusks coming out of her teeth, of her mouth.
It's a pretty
her-
broad description.
I know, right? Her skin is very more on the green side than the grey side that some half-orcs have. And she's wearing heavy armor and carrying a long sword and carrying herself like someone who has had a long journey in the rain and is a bit tired, like most of us really at this point, since we all have a point of exhaustion.
Meryl, you're great at talking to women. You're next.
Huh.
Wrong character, by the way. It's the other one that's terrible at it. Meiril O'Maro,
I'm a git.
half elf, stands about 6'1", dark, medium length hair, parted in the centre in a curtain style fashion. Very pale skin, although I think by this point starting to get a little bit of a tan. His hazel eyes show straight through as he is quite medium built, more on the slimmer end. He is dressed just in not formal attire, but he's a bit more well dressed for an adventurer, with a short sword at his side and a belt equipped full of darts. He has no armor on.
Moral.
Right. Hi, my name is Moril. I've been free from cigarettes for 2 years.
Lies.
Yes, that is a lie, as a matter of fact. This is Moril. He is a tiefling who stands at approximately 5'9". He's got black hair and he's got a fairly tan skin, almost heading towards a little bit of red. He's got his golden eyes and a very protruding chin and nose. He's got a pair of horns sticking out of on the top side of his forehead, going backwards in a wavy pattern. You often see him dressed in leather, like preferably dark kinds of leather, but not necessarily excluded. He wears a gauntlet on his right hand. The gauntlet doesn't really provide any sort of protection, but you can see this shining orb socketed on the top side of the gauntlet. You can also see that he has a, like, you can see on him he is fairly impatient. And as you look even closer, you can see golden colored scales growing out of his skin in various places. Most of the rest of his body, for the most part, is covered in something. But yeah, that's pretty much what you see. His eyes flickering around, he's trying to absorb the area, always eager, always curious. And that is more.
Okay. Mercy.
Right, Mercy is a slender, greenish gray skin, chestnut blonde hair, shaved on one side. She's wearing a leather armor, carrying a longbow, and she looks quite detached, almost angry. Yeah, that's it.
And last and definitely least, no, I'm kidding, Angren.
God, everyone had such a loud players there. Angren, token human. Done.
With the group,
Angren. Oh, I was actually going to explain. Angren has brown shoulder length hair, which you can see poking out through his hood. The hood does cover most of his face. His cloak wrapped around him is quite baggy, so you can't actually tell what his weight is or his build, but his height is around about 5'9". He's holding a warhammer in one hand and a shield in the other, with the symbol of Ballor painted boldly across it. Like the others looking exhausted, Angren looks dead on his feet as he suffered 2 points of exhaustion. He can barely keep himself standing right now due to carrying his heavy armor, his shield, his warhammer, and the canoe all the way here. See, he's just going to slump into the corner and take a rest.
the commander looks around at all of you and says, "Thank you for escorting Priest Undro to the camp. Normally I would order you to help us with our undead problem, but you all seem to be exhausted, so instead I'm going to offer you refuge here and any advice we can gather on your journey onwards. What brings you to Camp Vengeance aside from Priest Undril here?" As a note, the commander looks like he'd be more at home commanding an army on the field of battle rather than on an outpost in the heart of a jungle where everything wants to eat you.
He looks a little misplaced, in other words.
Just a tad.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave the talking to Meiril or Lagotah.
We're on our way here because we caught wind that you might need some assistance, and frankly, we could use some allies out here as well. So, in an endeavor to we scratch your back and you scratch ours, would be greatly appreciated. Just a thankful coincidence that we happened to stumble upon your priest here just as we were about to depart.
Departing to where? It's not often that we get a group of adventurers coming down here into the jungle, especially to Camp Vengeance.
Where we are going, the more allies we can have, the better. And in these dangerous jungles, allies seem to go a long way. Safe refuge as well. I turn to the others and sort of give a should I?
Mercy gives, not Mercy. Lagotah gives you a short nod. Sorry, people keep mixing us up, and now I do it too.
That's actually kind of sad, you know.
Yeah. Lagotah gives you a short nod.
Mercy Angren?
That wasn't me.
I just won't react to that.
Angren, any response at all?
Shrug.
You are familiar with the death curse that has afflicted the entire land, yes?
Of course we are. We've lost quite a few soldiers who we could have otherwise gotten back up to the effects of the curse over the last 3 weeks. Remember, in the Forgotten Realms, a week is 10 days.
Yep.
We're here to try and put an end to that. I sort of just turn my head slowly to Cora at the laugh.
What makes y'all think you and y'all's get up here can think about this undead problem we got roaming around?
Sorry, can you repeat that, Ray?
I said, what makes y'all think with your little fancy get up there that you're going to be able to take out any of these undead?
We've actually had to... Go ahead, Moril.
I was gonna say, yeah, well, currently I'm kind of tired, so currently. Anyways,
So-
carry
so
on,
currently
Meiril.
you're a robot.
Okay, good. I was worried that was me.
Yeah,
No,
me too.
no.
I'm a robot.
You're fine now.
Thank you. Should I repeat myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for the third time. Well, right now I'm kind of exhausted, so I don't know about you, but I ain't beating no undead right now.
Moril has a fair point. Right now, we are not in any fit state, but once we've rested, we have had to make some runnings with some undead already on the way here. We were hoping to assist you, as I said, in your problem, and in assistance, you could assist us in ours. After all, we all have common aims to rid the world of this death curse, right?
Well, yeah, but rest is for the dead. Out here, you gotta keep moving.
On the contrary, if I do say so myself, we've been resting quite a bit as we're moving, but that is all in the semantics.
That's a what?
Umbra?
Semantics?
Okay, semantics was the last thing you heard, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's all in the semantics. Wait,
And he goes away again.
No,
You've disconnected from Roll20.
fuck's sake. I'm just gonna say the entire thing. Am I okay right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Frankly, we've been resting as we've been traveling anyway, but that is in the semantics. Pleasure to meet you, by the way. My name is Meiril.
Ah,
I just raise a hand. And I'm Moril. And no, we're not related.
I just shake
honey,
my
y'all look
head.
more related than y'all look more related than a snow owl and a partridge and a pear tree.
Honestly, that's about the difference that we are.
I like this lass.
Well, since Priest Andrew will be staying here with us for the time being, I'm certain that this druid would not mind assisting you wherever your journey is going to take you, though I can't offer you that much information without knowing what you're looking for out here.
I look around at the
Well, you a druid?
Okay.
Did I gain anything from my insight check?
I PM'd you.
On Discord?
Roll20.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, there was a lot of...
Spam.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Have you heard of a place named Omu?
Only the tales of the land speak of a lost city by the name of Omu. From what we've heard, whatever lives at Oralanga may be able to help you in that regard, but unfortunately I can't tell you any more myself. We've been more focused on clearing out the undead and trying to push them back than anything else.
I didn't quite catch. You said something about Oralanga?
He said basically whatever lives at Oralanga may be able to tell you more, is the rumour they've heard.
Whatever lives there?
We know something lives there or someone. What exactly, we don't know. Again, we've been focused on the undead problem, not on the rest of the jungle.
Alright. Well, it is a lead at least. Sorry.
Let's
Bless
see.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We have reason to believe that whatever is responsible for the death curse is in Omu. I suppose the more people know this, the better, really. Because if we fail in our mission, someone else might need to pick it up.
Do you want us to try and send word back to Port Nyanzaru? Would you rather not be pursued? We had another group of adventurers pass through only a couple of days ago who said much the same.
Looks like we're not the only ones trying to do this then.
They were heading to Umbra, which is just the south of here, to check up on its only resident, an old woman by the name of Nanny Poo Poo. That is actually her name.
I know.
Yeah.
What was that name again? Did you say
Nanny Poo Poo.
Nanny Poo Poo?
Yep,
How do you spell that?
it's in Discord.
It's in Discord. I'll go check it out. Can't find it. Yeah, there it is.
What was it they were going to? Like the place?
Are you sure it's not Nanny Papu or something like that?
No, it's Nanny Poo Poo.
No, it's Nanny Poo Poo.
Sorry,
Well,
Umbra,
she got the
can you
short
repeat what you said?
Okay.
What was the place called?
Where they headed to,
Yeah.
Mbala. You'll see
just-
it. It's marked just south of you on the map.
It's just M and then Ballor, isn't it? The name.
M
Apostrophe?
apostrophe Bala.
M apostrophe.
I'm
for
moving us
Michael.
back to the player's map of Chult.
Hmm.
Oh no, there's no apostrophe.
To speak to Nanny Poo Poo?
Yes,
Was it Mbala?
Mbala.
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 Okay. Is there anything else you could offer us, even if we were to help you with your undead problem?
I suspect if you know the origin of this death curse, your mission is more important than ours, and you've already done us a great service. Which reminds me. And he reaches under the table, grabs what appears to be a small-looking chest, and facing it towards them, maybe you can see inside, like he's holding it, opens it, reaches inside, you can hear him fiddling around with stuff, and he pulls out a few things and puts them on the table and says, and I will get to what those are in a moment, but I want to get this bit of conversation done first.
Okay.
For services rendered to the Order of the Gauntlet, we'd be willing to give you these. However, if you want any more information from us, I'm afraid this is the limit of what I can give you.
We're willing to
And
take
on the
whatever.
table is one vial of and a
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
random
Oh.
treasure tables, yo.
Yo. One of these things looks staggeringly familiar.
I wonder why.
May I take the wand, if that is okay with everyone else?
That is fine by me.
Yes.
Fine by me. I was wondering if you had, in your efforts to fight the undead, maybe charted a bit more of the jungle than what is currently on our map.
Whereabouts would you like to know? We can try and give you what we have.
Let me close all of those thingies so I can look
Yeah.
at the map. From what information we have, Omu would be located south, further south in the peninsula. How much do you know of further south? And also of the way from here to Orolonga, if we are to go there?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that neither of these items should be trusted to Moril.
As a note, the ointment, I rolled for it quietly while you were getting to Camp Vengeance, has 5 doses.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So that one maxed out.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have edit permissions on that map. He pulls out a map and basically starts.
Like, we can compare it with our map.
Yes.
Things like that.
And starts basically removing a load of. And basically marks out a load of extra locations that they've managed to work their way through. I'm going to go on a deleting spree, so bear with me.
Hey!
No worries. Have fun.
That is cool.
This is one of my favourite parts of the module. Please ignore the fact that Ballor is now going to show up twice. I moved it.
While you're doing that, how many days has it been? Because I need to mark off insect repellent.
It's been 2 days this session, 4 days last session.
6, okay.
Is that a river within a lake?
Is it a
That
swamp?
is the Aldani Basin, which is a swamp.
Jeez. Wait, is it 6 or 6 times a number
What do you mean?
for the insect repellent?
It's been 6 days, so for 5 people, 30 days need to be marked. The 30
okay.
uses need to be marked off.
How are we looking?
Although, do you really want to put it on today when it's torrential rain? Bugs don't tend to come out in the rain.
I don't know if these bugs are different though.
Okay, I'll just mark off all the doses.
Basically, his
Which
count-
other one has their own insect repellent? Are you using it, or are you using...
I think it's Lagotah.
Yeah, I had been marking it off, and I realized that I might have forgotten last time.
I'll mark
but-
it off of mine then.
Oh,
Yeah. But basically, we had enough for an amount of days.
I have 46 users left
Shit.
Yeah.
out of the 100 I started with.
That's bad.
They might have some here that we can buy
Purchase.
if you have any kind of equipment that you would want to.
I mean, there will be leftover gold from when you guys started the adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've revealed the area that they've basically managed to explore / charter. Let me actually
Olive with my
nuke that, because they also have marked on the map. I'm going to move that into actually one of the hexes, not between them again.
I'll have used my calligrapher supplies to like mark this out on. Oh,
Ooh. Oh.
that's undead area, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Guess what the heart
Oh.
of Uptow is in.
Oh yeah, we already knew this. Heart of Uptow, floating rock formation infested with undead. That's literally noted down. We should have known this
I
already.
mean, I'm just going to drag it over so it's even more obvious.
Okay. We're not really going there yet.
Yeah. Is there any way we can purchase some equipment from? Your
What are you
troops?
looking to purchase?
I am looking for javelins
Uh,
or spears, things that I can throw with my strength and not my dexterity.
If you pick up Angren, perhaps you can throw him.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still throw daggers with your strength. Finesse means it's optional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, they probably have, considering that they
Javelins
have
do
a
more damage.
reasonably stocked armory, yeah, they have stuff like that here. They have weapons and some armors here.
Give me back a second.
I wouldn't mind.
Hey, armors, I'm not interested.
I wouldn't mind having a look at what they would have available to barter with. How much money do I have? No, where should I keep my gold? Actually, on the character sheet here. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm overruling the original Ballor. It's there now.
You have been overridden.
Anyway, so that's basically the amount of area they've been able to explore.
Umbra dock already exists in the target location. Would you like to replace it?
Yes. Anyway. So he basically brings up the map of the entire Aldani Basin and says, this is what we've been able to chart across a number of expeditions. We've been able to figure out the heart of Hobbitdaniel because it occasionally makes an appearance through the mist of the swamp.
Yeah, not too eager to go in that area yet. Or at all. Actually,
Heart of Uptown.
Yep.
I have an idea, but it means that we'd have to go to Dunrunglung first.
Do we know where that is exactly?
No.
Our guides do. Our
what,
guides do.
Yeah.
What,
they do.
Orlunga?
No,
So
Dunrungrung.
Run. Oh,
Dunrunglung.
gotcha.
Because
So
there's a,
what?
I was gonna say there's a maze out by Dunrunglung, and if we complete a maze, we could get Uptown Funk You Up's favor, and that thing up there is part of Uptown Funk You Up. So if we can get his favor, or her favor, or their favor, or its favor, maybe they'll protect us from the undead.
I love rumours and prophecies. They'll bite you in the ass every time.
It's the idea.
So you want us to go to some sort of maze?
I mean, if it's on the way,
Yes.
It's not.
then no, we'll do that on the way back.
Let's
Can
pretend.
we ask our lovely guides that we adore whereabout Dunrunglung is?
Like over there somewhere.
Do we really have time for sightseeing?
No, if it's that far out, no, we don't have the time for that. Never mind.
Yeah, we might check that out on our way back once we have completed our mission.
Hopefully on the way
Yeah.
back there'll be less undead too.
Hopefully. Although I believe the undead problem predates the death curse.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's all. Ugh.
Is there
Almost
anything else we're really needing to do with the Order of the Gauntlet here? Since I noted down help the Order of the Gauntlet with their undead problem, but this seems a bit too big, so...
And they kind of wait. Okay, for context, normally, had you guys come here without Undrill, he would have gone to you, right, you're either going on a 10-day undead patrol, or you're taking our wounded back to Port Nyanzaru, or it would basically be you have to fight the entire camp. Congratulations, you've avoided that because you brought the priest with you.
Okay.
Huh.
Have you been to Umbra?
We have not, we just know where it is. We've, again, had other priorities while we've been here, namely roaming undead dinosaurs.
We've... did the dinosaur that you point at us, was it undead or did it look...
It was big and red, so
Big and
probably not.
Ah,
Oh no, that was a living T-Rex.
yeah, okay. We've seen undead, we've seen dinosaurs, we fortunately have not seen undead dinosaurs yet.
We've seen goblins.
That we have.
We have exterminated goblins.
All that angry typing.
And we also... What was those other guys?
Oh, they were Zentarum.
Yeah, we ran into those two.
You ran into Zents all the way out here?
It's complicated. We know why they're here.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Mildly concerned, but if you say you know why they're here, then we're not going to worry too much about it.
They're not here for any of the likes of us, or the likes of you.
We just were unfortunate enough to cross paths.
I'd rather more say that they were the unfortunate ones after everything was been and done.
Oh yeah,
I
because
don't
none of you spotted the red wizard of Thay that walked like 100 feet from your camp.
Shh.
We did not, so we do not know about
Exactly.
this.
We didn't spot that, so that didn't happen.
As far as we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know why the previous group was interested in talking to this Nani Poo-Poo?
I'm sorry.
I'm slowly shaking my head.
I'm so sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
It's okay, Moril, it's okay.
Don't worry, you're about as broken by that as Umbra was originally by Dang Wang Lang.
I was so tired. I was in hysterics.
Anyway, what were you trying to say, Miya?
I was asking if he knew why the previous group wanted to talk to this Nani Poo-Poo character.
I asked them to go check in on her. Last we heard, she lives alone up there, has for quite some time. They said they were heading south anyway, and I said, well, if you're heading past, could you do us a favour and check in on her?
No. Fair
Right. So wait, what's our next stop again?
Well, by the looks of it, I pull out my book.
Uh-huh.
From what I've got noted down, let me take it off.
I need to get one of those.
Oh yes,
Seriously.
it's very helpful.
I can imagine.
I'd say the next thing is either to go to Oralunga to find out more information about Omu, from whatever it is that lives there. Or we can follow the same track that the other adventuring party has and try and link up with them. And hopefully they'll be allied enough with us.
Well, you mean the one that went to Umbra?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, those ones.
I'm
Or-
thinking perhaps we could go there if they haven't heard from the party anyway, and it's on the way to Oralunga anyway. I mean, more stuff to do during the days, and it's on the way anyway.
If I might add, if the party you're looking for was heading to that certain person may have a better idea of going next.
I'm sorry.
You
You're
broke up.
Sorry, Ray, but you break up quite a lot.
Okay. If I may cut in here, if,
Sure.
if you're looking for a certain party and you want to know where they went to, you might want to ask the last person that talked to them, namely this Nana Boo Boo person.
Poo-Poo.
She's the lot.
Oh my god, everyone is robot tonight.
Okay, it's not me, thank God.
It's not me, for
It's-
once.
It's you.
Yes,
It's you.
it was.
Yeah, it was you.
I'm sorry, Moril. It's not me, it's you.
Oh, I will hurt you one of these days. Just you wait. One of these times when you come dashing by me at the speed of light, I'm gonna trip you. I will trip you so hard.
Cries, because he actually will. Fucking mage hand from underneath me.
You're giving me ideas.
That's a very good point.
Our only other option is just to keep going south into the jungle with no clue of where exactly we're going, which
Well,
probably not the best idea.
having a location you're heading to is better than just aimlessly wandering around like
I agree.
dead chickens. Let's go to Mbala. But first, sleep.
Very true.
And perhaps, just perhaps, and hopefully, this rain will have given up a little bit.
Hopefully.
We also have potential, and I'm still going to use this word, allies at Oralunga.
True.
Huh. Well, I guess it
And Ballor
depends on perspective, but yeah.
Well, it seems like the jungle is a bit less. We might be able to travel a bit faster if we go around the west of the jungle.
You mean
Or-
walking along the shore?
Yeah, like there and there, rather than trying to cut straight to Orlonga.
Yeah.
Just as a note, it's a little hard to see on the map, but Umbra itself is on a raised plateau.
Oh,
So
It's not flat terrain, that's a plateau.
so it might be faster to just cut through the jungle.
Remember that you guys don't. Remember that if you guys are going on foot, you could move. You could try and move at a fast pace, and have a coin flip every day of moving 2 tiles instead of 1.
So that would make that.
So it's somewhere between 5 and 10 days, assuming that you guys don't get lost. Which, considering they have advantage on the check, they're not going to.
Yeah.
unless
The
you pull a
compass, we
snake
don't get
guy.
lost.
I mean, the worst thing that happens when you get lost is you end up in the wrong square. Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh no, in the wrong square. That
I
happens to
can't be
full of-
lost.
Who happens to be full of undead. You can't be lost in a place where you've already been, but I'm pretty sure.
Group
Yes.
can't become lost except by magical means.
I mean, if I have to say that this jungle is magical, considering the fact that it's a jungle and you're not doing the navigation,
Don't tempt him.
I've had this
Yeah, I
discussion with him before.
because you're not doing the navigating, they have a chance to get lost. If you were doing the navigating, you'd have no idea where you were going.
But I have proficiency in navigated.
You can be navigated.
Fun fact, Umbra, don't rely on chant, because my last group had 4 rolls in a row, 4 coin flips in a row, and they got all of them to move 2 tiles instead of 1.
I was going to say, like, don't rely on chance. That's a 0.03125% chance. If anyone is betting on those odds and win, then they are.
This is my dice we're talking about.
They're too lucky for their own good.
This is my dice we're talking about.
Be lucky I'm not your navigator.
Anyways,
So, decision.
Except those allies. What do we want to do in Oralunga?
Ask whoever or whatever lives there if they know about the location of Boom, because
No.
the
Yeah.
commander, captain, whatever his rank is, that I would totally know,
Commander.
commander, said that they might know.
might know is better than don't know.
Well, the fact that someone 100 miles away is saying they might know is generally a good sign that they probably know.
There is also a group like us, 40 miles away. However, they have at least, 3-day, 4-day?
Yeah, something like that.
Which means, if we're equating that right, at least they are already there. If not, have left by now.
Yeah.
And if we can catch
Sure.
up with them and share information, if our goals are similar.
So are we heading to Mbala or are we heading to Urlunga?
The commander can tell you that if you go to Umbra, you will have to basically backtrack and go around because it's on a raised peninsula.
We don't have time for that.
Directly from Umbra doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
I
So that's
did
gonna
say
happen.
Yes.
this.
I didn't realize. Yeah, you said it was raised platform, but I didn't realize that it was like you can't get down that way. Right. So it's 10 days, presuming no tropical storms. 10 days max. I'm presuming we don't get lost. This way is 4 days maxed, but then if we're going to go to Oral afterwards, we're talking like another max to get to Oralunga.
Yeah, plus we don't really have a reason to go to Mbala.
Because it's already been checked in on by the other group.
As far as we know. Because
So
they
we're
were-
heading
Where
straight
is
for
it?
Oralunga.
They were going
Right
there
there.
as a favor for the
For the
commander.
commander, yes.
So.
And they said they were heading south, so...
It'd be following a trail. If we go to Umbala, we're following a trail. We have a
But
goal
they
in mind.
they
for
might
Oralunga.
have no idea where they're going.
True.
Or they might know where they're going, but be unwilling to share their information with us.
I can do either. It's if we want to put this up to another vote, I'm going to be indifferent on this one.
I'm going to vote for Oralunga because we don't really have that much time on our hands.
Yeah.
One vote for Oralunga.
Or long
2.
2 votes for Oralunga.
Three.
3 votes for Oralunga.
Or
4 votes for Oralunga.
Let's go to Oralunga.
I will
And
also
leave
just
vote
for the
first.
fun of it, Cora, are you voting for Oralunga, Ballor, or are you just saying fuck these guys and making another character that will join them?
Oh, I didn't know that she could part of them now, but all right.
I mean,
Take all the help we
the
can get.
commander did say, I'm sure this druid will be happy to accompany you since the priest is staying here. Totally not trying to get you off his hands.
I was gonna say,
By the way,
yeah, that's awfully rude considering the company of it. But if you insist, I will go with them, and I'll, as a newcomer, will go with what the majority goes.
well, Oralunga it is.
Alright.
Welcome aboard, by the way.
I think you're welcome.
Well, we should rest up, pack up, and head out.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Is
The
there-
commander offers you the use of some tents in the camp.
I was going
Oh,
to ask
yes.
if there was anywhere we can pitch our own tent, but if there
He offers you
tents, that's fine.
It will be 2 to a tent, but he offers you the use of some tents in the camp, and also this camp. Anywhere else in the Forgotten Realms, the latrine facilities would be excellent. Unfortunately, this is the jungle. Fuck you. But basically, you don't have to go shit in the woods.
I'm probably the one that's most gutted out of everyone here, to be fair.
I mean, we've been camping and not having any latrines for a while, so.
True. This is like a living hell for me.
Yup.
Why did I agree to this mission?
Because you're nuts, just like everybody else in here.
Because you're a good person.
Sure.
I'm still voting for nuts.
Because somebody was paying you for it?
I'm not getting paid enough for this, but no, that isn't actually my full motive. Either way, let's just camp.
I got coals that needs to be tried.
No, don't have to share a tent now.
Who gives a
You
flying?
probably have your own tent
Ah, good.
because you've been here a couple of days. If you're going to be that person,
I've probably my own tent. Yeah, I bought a tent. I flipping bought a tent.
because of course you did.
Well, you had to because it's usually it's meant to be 2 to a 10 normally. We've just been sticking 3 people. We've been-
But there's not really room inside the camp for you to pitch your own tents.
I'll head to one first, and whoever ends up going into mine goes into mine. I don't really get a choice in the matter anymore.
I'm just gonna roll a d6 to see which tent I go into. I go into tent number 6. There you go.
I mean, it's 2 to a tent, so it's, 6 members of the party plus the tabaxi taking their own tent, so there's only 3 tents that you guys are in.
Well, d6 divided by 2 then. Tent number 3.
Okay.
I will be in the same tent.
What, you go into tent 3?
Yes, apparently according to my dice.
Okay.
Hey, me too!
This is
Suddenly the entire party goes into a single tent meant for 2 people.
Is that
Like,
Mercy in with Meiril?
I guess.
Yes.
I guess
A
I'm
4 on my d6.
Which
Okay.
I guess puts Angren in tent 1 on his own.
Oh, poor Angren.
So,
Angren's still
so
slumped in the corner asleep. He hasn't
However,
made it to the tent yet.
Yeah, I'm going to
so
find...
the tents are Moril and Lagotah, Mercy and Meiril, Angren, and their Angren, the 2 tabaxi, Cora.
Casting this on thingy before we go to sleep anyway, just in case shit hits the fan in the middle of the night.
What, Angren?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to
Yep.
find whoever is in charge of supplies and see if I can buy some stuffs.
They have, combat weapons and armor available for the standard price. What they don't have is adventuring gear and the like.
Do they have any insect repellent?
Do they?
Nope.
They've used it all. I'm willing to bet they used it all.
That would be too expensive anyway.
Oh yeah, that is a good question for Umbra. Who's taking the potion of vitality and who's taking the restorative ointment?
I'm not taking any items because Moril. That's why.
He would
And
just
he'd
use them?
He would probably use them for selfish reasons, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
The half-orcs can have one each.
You should take the ointment at least,
Alright.
because you don't have any way to heal anyone.
Basically, the ointment is just someone is now playing medic.
Yeah.
Somebody who actually wanted to be a healer of the group.
Making my cleric crop useless. Fuck you guys.
You could have taken the restorative
character.
ointment. You could have taken the ointment.
Yeah, if you...
If you want it, you can take it.
No, I don't want it, because I think it'd be better if other people can heal as well as me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to
If-
just.
If we have you and Mercy full, we need someone who can heal up.
I don't want to take like all the items, but I think I'm the fastest. So if there was need of getting from one side to the other,
Oh, yeah.
I could do it. But I don't want to take all the items.
I'm sure in a pinch, Lagotah could throw the ointment to you.
Yeah.
True.
With my amazing dexterity, I can totally aim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least with his amazing dexterity, he can totally catch it wherever I throw it.
That's one way to do it.
Plus, he has the catch projectiles thing that monks have.
That is actually pretty cool. Like Lagotah completely misses, throws the other direction. He still manages to catch it.
Call me Sonic.
I'm not sure I'm the best to take the potion either.
Who has the most health?
I have 42.
I don't even have 30, so no.
I have 27, so no.
31.
36. But I don't get into melee if I can do without that.
How much HP does Angren have?
32.
So the Lagotah, I guess.
Yeah.
The goat has the most health.
Alright,
And she does melee.
that I do.
Yeah. And she also has the most armor class when
Well,
she's
if-
wearing her armor.
I think Angren and I have the same armor class when we're wearing our armors.
What's your armor class?
18?
Yeah, same as me.
Yeah, chainmail and shield.
Shield.
Mine's 15.
If I could wear
yeah.
shields, I'd
14.
get 18.
And that's 15 flat-footed, mind you. Is it flat-footed?
What, no dex?
Oh, then
So-
it's like 14, I think.
DM, how many javelin can one person reasonably carry on their back and have handy?
Going to say probably 4. Unless you already have more than. Well, how many do you have at the moment?
A 0.
Okay, then 4.
Alright. I'll
Plus,
buy
you know what they're willing to sell you.
Yeah. And right now I'm using a long sword. Wouldn't mind having some. Something that does.
By the way, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. If I do, although I don't think I am going to, but if I do run out of spell slots, I actually want to have a different bow that I'm shooting with.
Oh, to have what? Sorry.
A different bow that I'm shooting with.
I mean, yeah, you can get that for the normal price.
So what bows do they have? Just regular longbows?
Or short bows. Yeah, they have the standard set of weapons and armor for the normal price. This is an armory for a military camp.
Fair enough.
If they have any, I'd like to buy a warhammer and
Yep.
maybe 6 javelins. I would keep only 4 on myself. The other 2 like strapped to my bag or something.
That's fine.
Did you take the ointment as well?
I think Mercy has the ointment, the
okay.
goat has the potion, I think.
No,
I was
I shouldn't take the ointment either.
gonna say, trying to be more like me, take the healing, take a wall, and a
I'll
shield.
take the healing if you want me to, but I can heal.
I think it was said that Lagotah was taking the ointment because in a pinch she can just throw it at Meiril and he'll manage to catch it.
Oh,
And she's taking the potion too.
Wouldn't it be easier to give it to Meiril?
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
he took the
Fine.
wand.
I'll take the ointment as well then, and for some reason I literally have all of them. If anyone wants to take anything from me, just do it, okay? Except the wand.
Sure.
I want to keep the wand.
Yeah, keep the one, I don't care.
But I currently have in my bag the restorative ointment, the wand of secrets on my belt, and the jug I believe is also in my bag. But if someone wants the jug.
You are a treasure chest. A walking treasure chest.
Bag of holding.
I really am. And why me? Because out of all people here, I'm the one that's meant to share wealth.
I can carry the alchemy jug if it's been too heavy for you.
I can live in it.
It's not a case of I'm like it's weighing me down. It's a case of I
It
don't
does
want to
weigh
hoard all
12
of
pounds.
them. I mean, sure, you can have it.
I'm just saying if you don't want it.
Son, you the definition of a pretty boy. Don't you know that?
Not the first time I've been told that, actually. Thank you.
Anyway,
It's
so
a compliment, but bless your heart. Keep going with it.
is anyone else purchasing anything at the camp?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Then you guys settle down in your tents with Lagotah and Moril, Mercy and Meiril, Angren on his own, Cora on her own, and the 2 Tabaxi in a tent together.
It's gonna be so nice to be able to sleep without actually having to wake up to guard the fire or whatever.
Right, I can't drag and drop if I've popped the thing out.
So, is anyone else like? Is there any conversations going on before you guys go to bed?
Nope, I pretty much instantly collapse.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself in my tent. I am alone.
Do you say anything interesting?
You wouldn't know. Mercy and Meryl. Any conversation with you two?
None coming from me.
I'm shattered, so I'm probably honestly trying to get sleep. Saying it.
And Lagotah?
Oh. I guess when I come back from my shopping trip, if Moril is still awake, I might chat a little bit.
No, he's not.
Dang.
Okay, then you guys settle down to sleep for the first time in safety without any of you having to take a watch. And
Oh, I feel so good.
that is where I'm going to quickly call a 5-10 minute breaks. If you do need to get a drink or anything, then I would advise doing that now. I will see you all at 22.
Yay, death stick. Here I come. Be right back.
Partially because I need a Coke. Go back.
I need to get to my house, so yeah, that worked.
This is what microwave dinners were made for. I'll see you in 7 minutes.
Oh yeah, Umbra.
Mm-hmm.
I might have just rolled 5d2s and all of them were a 2.
For our travel time.
Yes.
Fuck off, did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back.
I'm currently using /talk to myself so that it doesn't show up on stream, but I can screenshot it and crop it if you want me to.
Fucking do it. This is insane. That is a 0.025% chance of that happening. A 50-50 of a 50-50 of a 50-50 of a 50-50 of a 50-50.
Umbra, you scare me when you do math and probability.
I have to. It's part of my job.
Wow.
Programming takes quite a bit of maths, apparently.
I knew that's why you're evil. You do the devil's work.
Oh, I have actually been called the devil on multiple occasions.
But not for doing math.
No.
Only an English teacher would say that.
Right, Umbra,
Mm-hmm.
are you ready for me to shit on your percentages?
Go on.
It's in
Oh.
Discord.
What the actual fuck?
Anyway, I'm getting a Coke. Be right back.
I got a AFK to obtain a child. Be right back.
Welcome back.
Back.
You know that whole percentage thing that I mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
0.03125?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fucking happened.
I know. I was here when he said.
How?
Well. Hey.
Dice
and-
hate
and-
you.
And we don't get a storm either. At least for one day. So that's good.
I'm actually putting in all my equipment properly from the compendium that actually has its weights, because I
Yeah,
hadn't been
same.
before.
Oh, apparently I did have 2 javelins. Whoops.
Child acquired.
Well, then I only bought 4. I still need to do the money transactions.
Welcome back, whoever that was.
Welcome back, Ray.
Hi.
So that would have cost me... Because there's no way I can buy better armor than mine. because
Actually-
it would cost way too much.
Hold on, baby
It
girl. I got
was 3%, not 0.03%.
Isn't it? 50. You've got to get like.
Yeah, 0.55 times 0.5 times 0.5, but you multiply by 100 at the end if you want percentages.
Umbra,
Don't you?
I told you not to trust my dice. To roll anything other than fuck your percentages.
That's 15 gold
Alright,
plus...
Here we go. Hello, puppers.
17 gold.
Puppers.
So...
Do we have everyone back yet?
Are hard. Excuse me, I can't math.
Ah. She may not answer right now, but you can try.
No, I was correct. It is 0.03125. It is a 1 in 32 chance.
Ah, dog, no, no. Ah.
Wait,
Sorry, I'm being attacked by a dachshund. Hi. Tackle me there. Ah. Hello.
It's because I
it
did.
is 1 in 32 chance, but
What are
that
the- what-
is
what are the odds of
3%,
What
isn't
are the-
it?
What are the odds of losing 5 coin flips in a row?
Yeah,
odds of losing or winning?
0.55 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5. That's 0.03. But in percentages, it's 3%.
No, because 0.5 is 50%. It's already
Yes.
in percentage.
Yes.
Extra, baby. I don't know
So
if
you
she has
don't
her
need to remove it from.
0.5 is not.
Wouldn't be a day in my household without
Wait,
getting on. No,
it's been too long since I've done that.
Wait for it and it'll sink in.
Mm.
I'm terribly sorry.
It does.
Mama.
I do understand, but it's my own mind. I know.
50% times 5 is 2.5.
It's not
No,
times
but
5,
that's not how it works.
It's 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5.
Yeah.
And that number comes to 0.03 whatever.
I need to do that
Anyway.
differently.
Do we have a hobbit? Do we have a neb? I forgot people's names.
The other way of doing it is
I'm
finding
writing
out-
it down. That's the other way of doing it.
You find the fraction of it. The fraction of it is a 1 in 32 chance. 1 in 32 chance is 1 divided by 32, which comes out to 0.03125.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay.
If he was to roll those 5 dice again and continue to do the exact same thing, thus making it 10 times in a row, that is a 0.0009765,625% chance, also known as a 1 in 1024 chance.
So now the question is, does rolling a 2 mean that we travel fast or that we don't?
I'm hoping 2's in our favour.
So is a success on a check, 1 is a failure. There's literally a coin flip.
Yeah, but the question is, was
2
one
is a
was the
success,
Which-
1 is a failure.
Mm.
Because you want to travel 2 if possible, therefore
Yeah.
2 is a success.
Okay, it's the amount of squares moved,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Okay.
Hey, stop eating the cat.
Why would I ever on a coin flip go, oh hey, the 2 means you
Got
don't
it.
move 2.
You're right, but just checking. People are weird sometimes.
Oh wow, I'm at just over half my carrying capacity.
I see how it is, you guys don't trust me.
What? How do you count your carrying?
Strength score times 15.
Alright.
So you're probably fine and dandy.
I don't use encumbrance rules.
I know.
Well, the encumbrance ones are like the stages, whereas like something ridiculous to make you slightly encumbered and then you're at half speed and bullshit. Grumble grumble. Sorry. They're really bad. If you carry
Okay.
weight
How
on
do
this-
you do times
Asterisk.
Star.
star? Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, makes sense.
That was cute. Rolling 15x18.
I know.
Do we have-
I'm
do we have a
tired.
Hobbit? Do we have a Hobbit yet? Because I think Ned's back.
Yeah, I am.
He's microwaving food.
Yep.
I think he said 7 or 8 minutes. Whenever ago that
Yeah.
was.
So expecting him back anytime now. Good to know.
And for info, I'm currently carrying 200 pounds of equipment.
How much?
200.
Holy!
Counting my armor and everything.
So what I'm hearing is you guys would really like a bag of Hobbit.
Always.
I have a kitty in the window. Hi, sugar.
I mean, bag of holdings are always cool. I think the heaviest... one of the reasons I'm that high is because I'm carrying a tent, which is 20 pounds. And also my chainmail is 55 pounds all on its own.
True. Whereas I am carrying neither armor nor tents.
Hello, Onyx. Out.
So
could
as soon as
say-
we get Hobbit back.
You could say our sleep and our rest for the long rest. Well, we're pretty intense right now. Because we're inside tents. Intense.
God.
You're a terrible person.
Oh, what am I taking out for dinner? I don't want to do breakfast dinner. That means I'd have to cook. Breakfast dinner would be pancakes, eggs, and bacon. Do I want to do all that? I mean, my husband would be happy. My kids would be happy.
Holy. I can't wait till someone ends up firing an arrow at me. That's not damage I deal back, that's damage I reduce it by the way.
Yep. It does take your reaction though.
Yes.
I'm doing breakfast dinner. Do it when I get home.
Breakfast dinner.
Yeah, Brenner.
Brenner.
Hashtag only in America.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having bacon and eggs for dinner.
Bacon,
That
eggs.
is kind of delicious, actually.
I don't see that as breakfast food personally, so.
Actually, their
Yes,
story behind that
have
was
bacon for dinner.
the reason why it's such a staple breakfast is literally due to manipulation of advertisement and mass media. Fun fact for you.
Yeah. Here on the continent, not really a typical breakfast thing.
It
Maybe.
was highly Americanized.
It's
Like,
not time for dinner yet. Bacon will be with dinner. You still have to go to karate in about an hour. So
it
I
was
thought
mainly
she was talking
America.
to us.
Yes, usual.
It was mainly America mass media that caused the bacon and eggs as a staple breakfast, and I don't know how it became the two staple things in a full English breakfast. Probably from that, but yeah.
yeah, because y'all take all the good stuff from America.
Well, I mean, it's only fair that we return the favor, considering we gave America the best thing its entire life.
Wow. Wow. The Native Americans would like to object to that.
Yeah, but-
Anyways, shall we proceed?
So,
I'm sorry, I can't hear them over all of the manifest.
yeah, that too.
If we could not have my stream and Mia's YouTube channel shut down for casual racism, that would be great.
It's not racism, they're the same race as us.
I would very much appreciate if we could just proceed.
Still waiting on
We're
Hobbit.
waiting for Hobbit.
Damn it, Hobbit.
Who doesn't love a bit of casual racism in the morning? I'm British. It's in my blood.
I mean, to be fair, my state that I live in is actually influenced by by French and Spanish, so I don't need y'all
You
for
poor
anything.
bastards.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm terribly, terribly sorry.
F you. I like my French. You?
Yeah, Mia, with his attitude, I don't know why you like Umbra. I mean, what?
It's Cape French, but it's still French. Oh, hi, Rooster.
You know, it's
Oh,
actually
French.
dangerous to end up firing fireworks after a certain boundary south of England. Because if you do, it might technically be classed as restarting.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
There we
back.
go. Now we have
Can
everyone.
we please move on?
Yep. You know,
Let's
after
go.
everyone's only 10 minutes late. So, you guys rest up in Camp Vengeance and rise in the morning. For once, there's no rain here on Short.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you rise to a cool, fresh morning with with a light breeze, but no rain.
Aw.
I don't believe you.
I stick my
There
ceramic.
is no rain.
I stick out my ceramic cup out of my tent. in both relief and disappointment.
Hobbit,
sure
if you
they
don't
have
believe me,
fresh
check the
water.
Discord chat.
What did you say?
Check the Discord chat if you don't believe me. My roll for today's weather is right there.
I'm pretty sure you copied. Yeah. Yeah, it's right there.
Oh,
If in
know
all
that-
offense it
that
says
says-
F, that's
yeah.
meant to be C. You guys aren't meant to see that, so I haven't bothered changing it.
if the weather was like this more often, it would actually be quite pleasant here.
Holy rare background noise. So, did you guys say that you were planning to try and travel at a fast pace through the jungle?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ray, please.
Huh?
Your mic is being really crackly and scratchy. I don't know what you're doing, but it's generated a lot of noise.
She muted.
There we go. Thank you.
American has been muted.
I wish it was permanent.
I was
so-
literally
Oh,
We all bought that for American.
I was going to say, for America, not for Ray.
This isn't aimed at Ray. This is aimed at America.
Yeah.
So, you guys head on out from Camp Vengeance in the morning, rested up with Angren still feeling a little bit tired from you guys starting to push through the tropical storm, and you head out into the jungle. You're setting a fairly quick pace. The guides, guiding you along towards Orolanga. They sort of roughly know where they're going from this point.
I have a question.
No.
Can we sell the canoe before we leave?
I mean, you can donate it to them.
No.
I mean,
We're
I
really gonna-
bought my equipment from them. Can we sell the canoe?
How much does it cost to buy the canoe?
It was a gift. But it should have.
No!
1,000 gold.
50
But it should
pieces
have.
at Port
Its
Nyanzaru.
value in Port Nyanzaru is 50 gold.
Well, instead of that, it was a gift. No, you can donate it to them.
You don't know that it's a gift.
Also, because you guys are left camp, I don't particularly want to spend any more time on Camp Vengeance. Trying to push forward.
Pretty much.
Fine,
Yes,
we
sir.
donate the canoe.
I mean,
could
if
try
you happen to come back
persuade
this
them.
way, they'll give it back to you.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, well, okay, yeah, that's fair.
fair enough.
Because you guys aren't really going to be using it. Anyway, you head out into the jungle. Also, Twitch chat, please. You head out into the jungle, and, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And can I get a perception check from Cora, Meiril, and Mercy again, please?
You know, my perception checks are barely less good than theirs, right?
There's a reason I'm giving it to these guys, not you.
Just taking perception as a known skill now.
It's more because they'd noticed this particular kind of thing is why they're getting it.
But I have a
Cora
good
and
screen.
Mercy, you both notice what appears to be a large, I think it's brown, dinosaur approaching you. Simply out of curiosity, Meiril, there's a dinosaur approaching you. It might be a Stegosaurus.
I'm gonna take a readied stance.
What kind of dinosaur you said it was?
Stegosaurus.
A stegosaurus. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful.
Is it being aggressive?
I told you, it seems to be just approaching you out of sheer curiosity.
Alright.
Let's keep moving, guys.
Stegosaurus are herbivore, right?
Yes, they are.
Yay, my Jurassic Park knowledge!
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
No, that sort of thing.
Wrong music.
That's the morning sunrise thing.
I'll approach it.
Yeah, I wanna approach it too, and I'm gonna take a leaf off the nearest tree and approach it.
Why did I get a check for this?
Because you're used to looking for movement and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
Like,
I'm good
they're
with
a
animals.
large animal. Are you?
I'm proficient in animal handling.
Okay, next time you'll get a check. Sorry, Mia. I don't know what everyone's proficient in, okay?
I rode the freaking dinosaur in the dinosaur race!
True, she did.
You expect me to remember that?
I won the freaking race! That's why we have a canoe!
I'm pretty sure that was Angren, you know.
Angren didn't even make it past the starting line.
Anyway, so yeah, you say you took some leaves from the tree. Yeah, if you offer them to it, it eats them happily and seems to be interested in you, but also interested in food.
I offer it the food.
It's curious, but hungry.
Yeah.
It's
eats the
literally
food.
surrounded by food. It is literally in a banquet.
Yeah, but you guys are also interesting.
Have you ever offered grass to a horse when it's surrounded by grass? It will still eat it out of your hand.
Yep.
Why are animals so stupid?
Mostly because it could do 26 damage to you on average with its tail if I decided it was attacking you.
That doesn't explain why they're so stupid.
What is its intelligence stat?
2. I mean, it has a charisma of 5.
I don't know, it's just pretty cute.
With my primeval awareness, can I try and persuade him to carry us?
Primeval awareness, I don't think can do that. That's just a detection.
You can, through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action, and can read its basic mood and intent.
I mean, it'd probably be slower to have it carry you, to be honest.
Oh,
But,
right.
Sure. Lagotah, if you want to assist with this, I'll allow you, since you're good with animals. My apologies. Give me an animal handling check.
I'll assist you.
All right.
Also a druid.
But why?
Yeah.
There's literally also a druid right next to you.
Yeah, but I don't want to make this animal like our bitch. Like, this is not what they are meant to do.
I mean, it seems like it would be willing to carry you, though it's not nearly as fast as you guys just making your way through the jungle is.
I am
Right.
not going anywhere near that
I'll
thing.
pat him and go back to the party.
As
I'll
you
probably
guys-
give it a good pat, feed it.
Yeah.
feed it.
The Cora kind of taps it on the head, gives it another leap, and kisses it, and says, "You be on your way now. I don't want these idiots to mess with you."
Yes. Thank you.
As you yourself is just kind of sad, and then he's just walking away into the jungle.
Aww. Poor thing.
I'm meant to
It
hate
lost
these
its
things.
potential friends, but
I
unfortunately,
was curious.
its potential friends is now suddenly in a very occupied state. We need to get to Oralunga.
Anyway, you guys continue your journey for the rest of the day. Nothing else of interest happens. And you make camp at the end of the day, since you know you passed the coin flip 20 miles out from Camp Vengeance.
Sweet.
Also, I might have rolled a 25 on the survival check to avoid you guys becoming lost, so lol.
Very much obliged.
Whether she had advantage or not, it didn't matter. Both results are 25.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you guys make camp at the end of yet another day of travel.
Right, set up my tent. Start making up a fire so we can cook food.
Start
Because
hunting
that's-
traps, perimeter.
Because
You
making
know
fires is what I'm good at.
For once, I'll take the last watch.
First,
Second.
Third.
I guess that puts Meiril on first.
yeah, I said, but I don't think my mic picked up.
No, it
Okay.
did, but people were talking at the same time. Also, note how Angren never takes watches because he's usually not actually here.
I'm
So-
definitely here anyway.
So, Meiril, perception check, please.
Baby. What's all the insults today? I've taken a watch every single time except the session I wasn't here.
There were a lot of watches. The session
Yeah.
you weren't here.
Angren does have dark vision on him, by the way.
Okay.
Actually, wait, I'm on first watch. No, he doesn't.
Yet. Oh, no, you're not having a third tropical storm in 3 days.
I start to see the storm start to brew above, and then all
And
of a
then you
sudden
see
just
a
clears
godly hand that goes nope.
up. Just
No.
whacks it.
No,
No, Meryl, you can see the storm cloud. You can see what seems to be storm clouds gathering, and then they just resolve into a middle finger pointing at the sky, and just turn into just a standard heavy rainstorm.
I'm gonna spend the rest of my watch just staring at where I saw the middle finger.
It wasn't even pointed at you. It seems to be gestured at the rest of the sky.
No, but it's the fact that that's not a normal phenomenon.
That is a very unusual natural behavior.
I'm gonna wake.
Anyway,
While he's staring at the sky, he doesn't see the dinosaurs come from below.
second watch perception check, please. Since nothing else of interest happens.
Yeah, that would be me. And there you go.
Yeah, it's going to be a heavy day of rain tomorrow. Fortunately, not a tropical storm, and there's no wind. But apart from that, it's not too bad.
Alright. Okay.
Third watch.
Ooh.
There's the
Yeah,
six.
it's raining. It's dark. Meh. Nothing.
Awesome.
interesting happens, you're half asleep. Final watch.
19.
Yeah. Nothing interesting happens during your watch as well. Everything passes completely uneventfully, and you move on to the next day. My connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Mine too.
Not for me.
I'm still around as well.
It's
Oh, there we
because
go.
It's because your internet hasn't caught up to it yet, Umbra.
Okay, and
go.
you guys rise the next morning with nothing happening overnight. Oh, and everyone else has now been kicked out.
Except me.
Except
I'm gonna
me
go-
on
there
my
we go.
screen, but
Your connection.
I'm gonna go ahead and refresh, see what happens.
Yeah, just given a moment, stream for everything to reload. Ooh.
I see you all, but I still have the red thing.
I have a-
connection.
Refresh.
I haven't lost connection at all yet.
Just you
You
wait.
have on my end.
Yeah, it hasn't come up with the box, and you're all starting to come back.
Hobbit's a wit.
Okay,
Probably
there we
just
go. The map
DDoS
is now loaded back in.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. There's the map.
Yeah,
Still loading for me.
Anyway,
Get a move on.
hi Twitter.
Oh,
Anyway, so you guys spend the rest of your you guys rise in the morning. There's a heavy amount of rain today, but as you've seen before, that won't impede your passage enough.
I'll make breakfast and I'll try to do it on my own.
Okay then.
I'll make my own breakfast.
Cora, you see, kind of go off into the
That's
jungle just a little bit and starts looking for vegetation that she could eat.
I actually tag along because I
can I
want to
get
be sure
a-
that
So, can I get a survival check from Lagotah, please?
Sure. +3, I was checking.
Ow.
Okay, 18.
18? Nice.
I should have a separate cooking skill in which I'm not proficient because
Yeah, no, your breakfast is actually, not terrible.
not terrible. Doesn't mean
Like,
decent,
it's actually
just
pretty good.
not terrible.
Pretty
You
good
could've
by
just
your
taken a
standards.
straight wisdom check.
And Ray, I've been kind of hand waving the whole searching for stuff to eat because you've already got a ranger doing that.
Hmm.
And also
even then
3 hour
we've been-
session.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Also, the hell happened to your mic quality?
I'm on a headset now.
Your mic has gone to really bad quality.
I don't know. Okay, I can try using something else.
Anyway,
that was kind of dreadful, actually.
Same up, quick and go, just up and at it, I take it.
I guess we eat our breakfast, do our things, and break camp and head out. Am I right?
Yes.
Casual chit-chatting in the meantime.
Better.
yep,
Oh,
much
yeah.
better.
Yep, I'm
Oh
using my
God.
computer headset.
Yeah, that is amazing quality.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
Thank you
so,
very kindly.
so you guys head on out from camp?
Yep.
I'm trying to keep us actually focused and not on tangent after tangent.
Yes. Tangent.
I'm about to say, do you know me? Like, I don't.
Anyway, and for once, nothing of interest happens as you travel through the jungle during the day. Well, for hours, you see a few dinosaurs. Off to the south, beyond Ballor, you can see what looks like sort of to the east of you, more like, because the Ballor Plateau is now right next to you. You see what looks like a few trees being smashed down miles in the distance, and you hear a really loud. In Jurassic Park, the first time you heard the T-Rex roar,
Mm-hmm.
and how this one now sounds, deeper and louder, even though it's miles off in the distance.
So,
It's a
Uh,
sign
like
for
it
a
might-
makeup shaking.
Also, it might sound like
It
it's
might
missing
sound
a vocal cord
undead.
or two. Yeah.
Oh,
Missing
that's a
vocal
bit.
cord or 2 or 5.
I suddenly cling very hard to Lagotah.
Oh, that sounds like a biggin.
That sounds far away.
Are you
It
rather
also
familiar?
sounds like it's not alive. Can we move on?
You seem
Aren't
rather
we
familiar.
glad we didn't go to Ballor?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm sad. You guys completely skipped the Gigantosaurus zombie.
You seem very familiar with these creatures, Cora.
Well, I told you I came here for one reason and got sidestepped into another one.
What
Why
was
did
that
you-
reason exactly?
To come study these things. I mean, hello, they don't have these where I'm from.
No, not where I'm from either. And frankly, I'm now very grateful for that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're cute and all, but they would take out that ecosystem where I'm from like you wouldn't believe.
They probably take out a couple of heads as well.
That's
Now,
it.
can we move on?
Yeah, let's go.
Nothing to be scared of them. They're just they're just big animals.
You guys.
Yeah, and some of them are not alive. Yet alive.
You guys continue moving and you make camp at the end of the day. And again, nothing interesting has happened to you and you make camp.
Anyone else want to
Right.
take watch instead of me, or I can take watch if people want?
Cook, I'll take a watch for y'all.
I'll take second as usual.
I'll go first.
Third as usual.
Okay.
I'll take the
Cora can
last.
take. Oh, Cora was also up.
Yeah,
we can
Right,
double
okay,
up.
okay. I'll take the rest.
take the rest.
Alright.
Go for it, green thing.
Okay, Angren, can I get a perception check from you, please? Okay. Yeah. Nothing interesting seems to happen during your watch. Seems like it's actually going to be a nice cooler day for once, and the rain seems to have actually slacked off a bit as well. But apart from that, nothing else of interest happens. Second watch.
Working on it.
The temperature's actually going to be below 30 for the first time in a week, guys.
Sheesh.
Feels like this summer.
Oh, I forgot to. Anyways, those are my rolls. But yeah, there we go. Right. Correct.
You guys, you don't see anything of interest.
Do I see anything of uninterest?
No.
Okay.
Third watch.
Oh, it's getting
Sheesh.
worse and worse.
It is getting worse and worse. It's dark. You're tired. You don't even have the other half-orc doing a watch to keep you company. And final watch. Hey. And yeah, again, jungle seems quiet around you guys for once, considering just how much has happened to you.
It's kind of unusual, actually.
But it's all nice and quiet.
I'm gonna go ahead and
You guys-
question nice.
You guys rise in the morning.
Let's keep it up. Let's keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Same morning procedure as always.
Right.
Yeah, we're getting practice into this, like an actual routine.
I'm actually gonna go on a whim. Do we have coffee?
Probably not.
Fine, I make tea.
Alright. I'm gonna stretch. Make sure that I have my new warhammer well in hand, that it's well balanced.
Yep.
Strap
Yeah,
all
that's
my
right.
weapons on. Let's go.
Yeah,
Right,
usual things.
breaks camps.
Yeah.
Plays flute during travel.
Okay. You guys again, head on out into the jungle, just making your way around the edge of the Umbra Plateau. About 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you hear a voice call out from sort of the north of you. It says, Flaming Fist commands you to halt and identify yourselves and present your... now I forgot the name
Charter
of
of
it.
Exploration.
Yep. And your Charter of Exploration, or die where you stand.
What?
I've got this.
Lagotah.
I've got this.
You have a charter.
We do have
Okay.
a charter. I'm just checking my own rank. I'm
And following the voice, a figure stepped forwards, and I'm now going to check the fist ranks as well.
I am turning towards the member of the Flaming Fist and giving him a salute.
He salutes you back, so I'm just trying to find...
Yeah. My name is Lagotah Ketamar. I am a fist myself. We have our Charter of Exploration, and I take it out. And
You recognise his markings as that of a flame, the equivalent of a lieutenant. The flame takes the charter, looks at it, once it over, nods, hands it back, returns your salute. My apologies, Fist. Just doing our duty here. What's brought you this far south?
I'm
It is
kind of in a
perfect.
hurry.
We are on our way to Orolanga. We are on a mission to try and figure out this whole death curse going on.
Can I have inside? I just want to inside check him asking. I'm sure it's just curious.
It's hard to read.
He's doing his job.
Yeah.
Seems to tell him the truth. So he's just doing his job. Noted. Do you want to send word back to Fort Ballor once our patrol gets back there to send reinforcements to you, or are you good?
We're good for now, thank you.
Acknowledged. Good luck out there. And
Good luck.
he starts to lead his patrol away.
Good luck to you. Not very chatty.
Have a good day, I guess. See
I
ya.
think, frankly, it's for the better, if I'm honest. Let's keep going.
And you guys continue for the rest of the day, and once again, nothing else of interest happens during the day until now 1 day from Orolanga. And you guys settle down for the night.
Right, set up tent. You know the drill. Start a
Hunting
fire,
traps,
make food.
etc.
Hunting traps go out. I'm gonna start practicing strikes and whatnot with hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, Cora can set her trap out too.
Lagotah's gonna
I thought you
have
said these
armor
creatures were
since-
dangerous.
There's also things that are undead that might come sneaking up on you. Unless you want to be dinner, I suggest that you let me set my trap out.
I'm gonna go cook food. Or help cook food. Actually, I'm just gonna make a fire.
Take out a whetstone, sharpen my many weapons.
Also chopping some wood, I suppose.
Sure,
Yeah,
if you
that's
want.
fine. And what's the watch order?
I'll take
I'm
the
happy to-
first one.
Double up with someone on the first.
And I'm second. As per usual.
I'll go last.
Okay,
I'll go third as usual then.
that works. So is anyone doing anything else in camp?
Just
Uh,
general.
Polish my orb. That never gets old, apparently.
Never.
Maybe through the evening before we retire, if Angren's okay with it, spar with Angren.
Is Angren okay with it?
Yeah.
Wasn't too sure on that.
I'm not doing very well today. I'll have to say, I went to take a check. Whoops.
I mean, your exhaustion was cleared, by the way, Angren.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yep, you win.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So,
First watch people.
yep, perception check from the first watch, please.
I did say I was doubling up. So.
Yeah. It's a good thing because mine is a 10 total.
Darkness is falling. You're a bit distracted by each other and the fact that you're tired, considering how long you've been up. And it's a little hard to tell, but nothing interesting happens during your watch.
I'll probably offer to sharpen your blade too. Go ahead with have fun with that one.
Really? Yeah, I'll give my short sword over. Fuck you guys. Fuck you all.
Well, you guys keep laughing at me polishing my orb, so what the heck?
Gonna smother you all over the bedroll at night.
Looking
You
forward
love
to
us,
that.
really.
Don't laugh at the guy who has hammers and crowbars and pitons. And poison.
I mean, you can smother me at night as much as you want. You were waiting for this one, weren't you?
Second watch. Second watch.
No, it's not me, but
Right.
I'll
I'm making this. I'll make it. Or she. I mean, you could
You'll
forget.
take third.
Yeah, I'll take third. We could say that Meiril forgot that I was second and wakes you up instead. And was like, I'm not second.
Twitch chat is enjoying the joking, by the way.
Oh, of course they are.
It's Twitch chat. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus,
Sorry,
that
we're
20.
not sorry.
It's so unfortunate that nothing interesting is happening during the watch, but at least it seems like while the rain's a little heavier, it's not going to be too obnoxiously hot tomorrow, and there is at least a light breeze to keep you cool.
Good.
Third watch. Since Mercy got woken up by Meiril just trying to find someone to get Lagotah away from him.
I'm not doing very good myself.
Damn nice.
You're not doing very good.
I was
You're
literally
tired.
just
It's late.
offering a hand.
Oh,
No.
I'm sure you were.
Anyways, carry on. I'm trying to listen to the GM here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Fourth watch.
good, proud.
And again, nothing interesting happens during the fourth watch. And after Lagotah giving Meiril a hand at the start of the night, nothing else interesting happens. And you guys rise in the morning.
Aside from sword polishing and, orb polishing and stuff like that, and nothing really happens.
I'm just glad we don't have a bard that has a specialty in sword following.
Well, I do have the charisma of a bard, so I mean, I could as well.
Anyway,
Morning
you
routine.
guys rise in the morning.
Yeah.
Pull in the traps, make some breakfast, break the camp, get a quick move on.
Yep. And yeah, you guys get started on your day fairly efficiently for once. Oh, I can tell, Miya. Not very long into your day, you guys stumble across what seems to be a cache left behind by explorers.
Hmm.
Wand of Secrets, pow.
I mean, all that does is secret doors.
And traps.
And traps.
Right.
Nothing detected.
Flick it open.
Better safe than sorry.
Seems to be 5 potions inside. You've seen this before. Potions of healing.
Yay! This is 1 potion each.
Isn't there 6 of us now?
Yeah, there's 6 of us now.
4, 5, 6. I have 2 potions. I can pass up on 1.
I actually don't have any.
Whoever the fuck that was, get off my character.
Who do you want that to be? There's only one person who can do that.
I can hear going tick-a-tacka, tick-a-tacka.
My mic's on, but it's not me this time. It's tick-a-tack, not rage, rage, rage.
Can I have one of those potions, please?
I'll chuck one over to you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
My character sheet says I have one, but I'm pretty sure I drank it when we were
I got 2, so maybe you had to.
Didn't you shove it down the throat of Meiril?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So it should not be on my character sheet anymore. So I'll take one of those.
I actually have to restart my Firefox. Just give me a moment.
We've given 2 away, there's still 3 left. Who wants one?
I got 2, I'm good.
I got 2, I'm good as well.
I'm a cleric.
I mean, I got healing spells, but I could gladly take another.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
Hush, honey, you wish.
I mean, I'll pick another also if y'all have 2 potions and I have 0. Well, 1 now.
See, this is why I like this lass.
I'll give another to Lagotah, another to Cora. We've got 1 left.
How many potions have you got?
The rest of us will have 2.
Oh, I'll take it, and then everybody has 2.
Okay. Everyone now has topped up to 2 potions of healing each.
Yay.
Yeah. Also, hi man, I see you in Twitch chat.
Calligraphy tools. Sorry, we took it. Kind regards. Unsigned.
Can my dice please piss off with the tropical storms? That's getting re-rolled.
Thank you. I've had enough of that bullshit.
Can also see, by the way, on the Twitch stream, the big blue at the parts that I didn't type, but that Meiril said. Clearly depicting who actually said it.
The DM playfully pretend to be you? Never.
Does Cora have any insect repellent?
No, she does not.
Okay.
I mean, we've been travelling for like 4 days already and she hasn't been bit.
Well, I would have given it to everybody, so that's 24 doses gone. I have 22 doses left.
There better be some at Oralunga or we're fucked.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and try something.
What are you trying?
Prestidigitation to, like, give myself a little bit of a cloak of heat. I mean, I am a fire sorcerer, more or less. I should be a little heat resistant.
I mean, it's hot enough already here on Chilled.
I think he's meaning to keep the flies off.
Yeah.
Fair. You do
would a scimitar
using repellent?
I'm gonna try without repellent and the flame cloak for a little bit and see if it works.
Okay. The way that the repellent is working, so that you guys are aware, basically, if you have an encounter with anything that's insect, the repellent will prevent the potential application of disease. But if you don't have any encounters with them, which I haven't rolled any encounters with them, then you've used it and nothing happens, basically.
Oh,
but we have no way to know that ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I roll the night before, but obviously I can't give you an idea.
Yeah.
If
I'm
I
just
use
clarifying how that works for you.
If I use something like flame blades, could that keep them away from me?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm also pretty sure that's a combat spell.
Well, yeah, but still, it has fire, and it wouldn't make the mosquitoes come with it. Don't you think I would know the most about mosquitoes?
Anyway, If it becomes relevant, we'll figure it out.
Okie dokie.
Anyway.
Mhm.
You guys make camp at the end of the day.
Yes.
Can I get a watch order, please?
Second.
I'll go first.
I'll double up on last one this time.
Okay.
Third.
I'll go last.
Okay. Is Lagotah just resting?
Sure. Actually, I'll take first watch too.
Okay. So, Lagotah and Cora, can you two make me perception checks, please?
Yes. That's 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. I need to PM you, Miya.
Am I glad that I took that first watch?
Just barely getting it with the 17, Jesus.
What did Cora roll? I was
Cora got 16.
refreshing my
I got a 60.
Are insects afraid of the dark?
What? What? No.
Insects.
You almost me go. You almost got me real southern for like 2 seconds because it's like, are you serious? Them suckers come out at night like nobody's business.
Almost makes me go real southern.
Right.
But like, but like magical darkness. Like,
No.
nothing can see through that shit except a devil. Unless you're saying that those insects are devil.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They can kill you. The ones around here can.
Anyway.
Oh, hey, my Chrome is being stupid, and if you sent me the message through Roll20, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Just copy to Discord.
Yeah, I will. Just give me a sec.
I look so over stream to see if I can see the message.
You can't.
No, I know.
Benefits to talk to myself.
Benefits of multiple monitors.
That too.
Thank you.
All right. Hush. Again, you wish.
Perhaps.
Yes, you did just spot it on a 17.
So, Moril is a big fan of Druid.
Is
that what you got on your perception check?
I'm going to. Does it look hostile?
Ooh. Tiny. It's tiny. No.
Okay.
It's tiny. No,
It's
it
another
does not
goblin.
look threatening.
Tiny doesn't necessarily mean safe.
Slowly get up from what I'm. Hey, I'm finally seeing Ray's perception check. And stand up from where I'm sitting and slowly approach.
Do I see her obviously getting up?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Shh. Look, and I point towards it.
Do I see it?
Does she see it now that I'm pointing at it?
Now that you pointed it out, yes. Would you like to go ahead and describe what you saw?
There is a tiny elemental wearing a mask like a bat on its face that's looking.
What?
Yep.
That's looking at me.
It is focused on Lagotah.
Why does this make me think of Wolf from Kindred?
Looks at you. Fun fact, it can't speak. Darts over to you, presses something small into your hand. You feel a magical effect take hold of you, and you notice that on the hand that it's just pressed something into, a tattoo has now appeared on the back of it. And
Everyone, almost
then
everyone
it darts off
died.
and disappears. And looking in your hand, it seems to have pressed a pretty shell into your hand.
Aww.
Aw. That's
And you have also received a charm of feather,
Come here.
charm off.
feather falling.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to show both the shell and the tattoo to Cora.
Oh,
It's
Can
crazy.
you tell anything about this? Do you know things about elementals?
would she know things about elementals?
You've never seen this before.
Oh, I've never seen this before. Which is something to say, because I've seen a lot of stuff in my life.
And yeah, there's your charm.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway,
I can feel that it's something positive, right?
Yes.
And well, I'm gonna take the tiny shell, and I'll probably show it to Moril. Moril, are you on next watch?
Yeah, I'm on second.
Yeah, you're on. I'll probably show it to Moril.
Jesus, Meiril. Meiril, take 1 point of psychic damage just for that.
It's a dream!
Mean! Don't be mean to my Chewinga.
Chewinga.
That's actually its name, you asshole.
Chewinga, wing, chewinga, wing, chewinga.
Don't be mean to my Chewinga.
I can't control my dreams. I'm not lucid.
Pocket the shell and get my shell.
You have a lot of microphone noise.
Yeah, right. That's the only thing of interest that happens during your watch. But yes, you've now received a pretty shell and a tattoo that's going to last for the next 10 days.
Wow.
It's like, what's the temporary tattoos called? That's like, they're usually like more brown or
Henna.
white. That's
Henna.
the one. I can just picture it as one of those.
Pretty much. Anyway, unless there's anything else you say or do during your watch.
So, Cora, you said you originally came here to study the dinosaurs.
yeah.
Why are you staying, if it's no longer for that reason?
Well, there's other things to do here, like, the whole undead that are walking around. That's not exactly an issue that needs to be left untaken care of.
True.
I mean, also, to be fair, I don't like hunting animals. It's not in my nature. But I like to hunt.
I see. Well, I suppose hunting undead is a good way of taking that action without hurting anyone or anything. Alive?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Hunting's in my blood, but I can't bring myself to do it. But with undead, there ain't nothing wrong with killing one of them suckers as quick as they can pop up on an afternoon day.
I don't know how long I can take this for.
I don't
Yeah.
know either.
This is what's causing Meril's nightmares of punching a tiny elemental. It's just... Sorry.
I'm gonna wake up Moril for his watch.
Moril, can you make me a perception check, please?
Yeah, sure. Slightly tired, but let's go it.
He's hot and bothered all the time.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Also 17.
Nothing of interest really happens during your watch. It's going to be slightly warmer during the day tomorrow, and it's only a light rain. It's better than most days while you've been here in Chult since I re-rolled the tropical storm.
Oh, thank you for that. By the way.
And yeah, nothing else of interest happens during a watch. Mercy.
I kind of wanted to ask Moril if he had any way of telling if the little shell was magical or not.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I could make an Arcana roll if you want me to.
Go for it.
Or do you have detect magic or something?
I actually don't. Nat 20.
It doesn't appear to be magical.
But it's pretty.
Yep.
You should keep it for good fortune.
I will.
Even if it's not magic. But I'm pretty sure I kind of noticed that tattoo of hers, right?
Probably.
Does it go in the same roll, or do you want a new one?
You've probably noticed the tattoo on the back of her right hand because it wasn't there before.
No, I mean, like, do you want me to make a new Arcana roll to...
No. What, on the tattoo? Please. With advantage. Yeah. I mean, tattoos like that don't just randomly appear. There's probably something magical involved.
So what the heck happened here?
A small elemental gave me a shell and a gift.
Do we have any experience with elementals?
Someone's been smoking too much of whatever weeds are around here.
No, I actually... Insight check. Let's see, where the heck does it go? There it is.
See, telling the truth.
You know, she's not lying. She's definitely not lying. I mean, I've seen these kinds of things happen before. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not actually there. That was an out-of-character comment.
Shh. You're talking in your sleep.
Probably.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, and eventually, as I say, your watch passes without anything happening more, and you wake up Mercy.
Kicks tent lightly. Hey, your turn.
I barely wake up, apparently.
You stayed asleep for your entire watch.
Yeah. You don't notice anything interesting happening apart from please ignore or longer disappearing. I have a reason for it. That reason might be that I needed to delete the... Yeah.
Tiles.
Yep. Orolonga's coming back now.
That's what that's what Mercy noticed throughout the night.
Orolonga just going...
Disappeared and reappeared.
And final watch.
Does she make an Arcana check on that?
It didn't actually happen.
I can detect magic.
Come on, Angren. No.
Again, nothing interesting happens during your watch, and eventually the sun rises over chalk.
Standard procedure.
Yep.
Hunting traps taken up.
Ugh.
And then there's Moril rolling 2 nat 20s in one night.
Why couldn't I have those in combat?
Pack up all our stuff, well, breakfast,
Yeah.
hunting traps tucked in, tea is made. Everyone, I'll make tea this time around for everyone.
I'm
Cool.
gonna take a bit of cord or words.
I tend to help when portraying feelings, emotions, and ideas,
No.
yes.
String is the word I was looking for. To try and fashion a necklace with the shell, like a way to hold it and put it around my neck.
You do know I have a jeweler's tools, right?
Ooh, then I would ask you to do that for me. Prettier than what I would have done myself.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Do you have a jeweler's kit on you?
Yes, I do.
He does.
Can
Bought
you
one
make
so
me-
he can polish his orb.
Can you make me a dexterity check with your jeweler's kit, please.
With the jeweler's kit.
Yep, basically Dex plus proficiency.
Proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency, so that is +4 total.
Okay. So 1d20 plus 4.
Yes.
Or you can set it up in your character sheet if you
That is a 14.
Yeah, it's a little tricky with the shell, but you managed to fashion a rudimentary necklace for Lagotah to wear it.
There you go. You're welcome.
Unless there's anything else, you guys head out for the day.
Yeah, I believe that is what we do.
Okay. You guys start on your journey for the day, and nothing interesting seems to happen the entire day. And towards evening, maybe an hour or two left of sunlight, in front of you, you can see a massive brick and stone ziggurat rises from the jungle. 2 staircases angle up and across the front face, one from the right, the other from the left, to meet at a landing on the second level 30 feet above your heads. That layout repeats on the second level, and the third level, but with each successive layer adding less height than the one below it. The fourth level, 60 feet above the jungle floor, is an enclosed shrine or temple, its walls adorned with labyrinth symbols. The jungle encroaches right up to and onto this ancient structure. The first flights of steps are choked with creepers, tree roots, and flowering vines. It might have been surrounded by a city long ago, but the jungle is so dense it would take hours of searching to find buried foundations and tumbled stone.
Wow.
You've reached Aralunga.
I can now see why they said something lives here rather than someone.
Yeah.
And as a note, the steps from the ground level to the first level of the ziggurat are 50 feet long, rise 30 feet, and are covered by a tangle of roots, vines, and creepers.
So that's going to be tricky to walk.
Can I make any form of a check, like what type of creatures might have made a home here?
Make me a history check, please.
Interesting.
Okay.
Unnatural.
Okay.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Well, the building isn't lying. That's good. The building is a giant mimic.
And
oh my god.
nor are the stairs, thank heavens.
Is it actually sent through, or...?
I'm
just wondering if,
Did you just talk to yourself?
maybe. That might be why my message to you never showed up, Miya.
Okay. I was wondering because I eventually saw Ray's perception check, but never got your message.
Okay, that's really, really useful.
What is?
Not as much as I can give you, because realistically you would have no fucking clue.
Hey, we have been reading Fool's Guide.
Powerful beings.
Realistically, you would have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Powerful beings.
Like, even with Volo's guide.
Okay.
Powerful beings.
Speaking of guides, do our guides know anything?
All we really know about Orlonga is long ago it was a city destroyed in one of the very first undead attacks on the peninsula over a century ago with Rasnasi's army. Apart from that, it's not really known who or what lives here.
Well, it's not going to solve itself. Let's see what we can do about it.
Okay.
Or do I make an insight check to see if Meiril actually started thinking about this whole thing?
You wouldn't need to make an insight check.
I mean, I did end up saying powerful beings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I see any fresh tracks? Beast or anything
Make a
going
survival
in
check.
or out?
You can see around where you guys are standing what looks like remnants of 5 tracks, one set smaller than the other, maybe 2 days old.
Okay, I'll point it out.
Look like they were made by humanoids.
Right.
5 of them?
Yes.
One smaller than the other.
That might be the gnome bard.
Yeah, I'm thinking like that sounds like a party that I've heard.
You don't see any tracks coming back out. At least not from this way.
AFK a second.
You don't think that this is where they headed to after Ballor?
Could be.
It's not impossible. You want to find out? I'm not particularly eager, but I'm also very eager to solve this whole, goddamn place thing.
We should keep our wits about us. Be on the alert, and I mean, technically, if it is them, they've got in. They might have triggered any traps before we got there.
If you say so, I'll keep my senses peeled, or well, as peeled as I can, I guess. I say, as I put away my flute, for once.
They might also have found.
Nice.
No, that wasn't nice. That was dice.
Yeah.
They might also have found a way in.
Well, we have huge staircases. Well, let's start there.
Yeah, they're kind of covered in vegetation, right?
Yes, these stairs are completely covered in vegetation.
So we can't get through.
For the next hour, I can make sure that we don't leave any tracks of our own. Assuming that none of the others that can use magic also have the
Check
same
what day it is in the death curse. I might have to...
Days elapsed, 37.
Actually, no, you guys are here before they are, so never mind, you don't see any tracks at all.
Ah.
Ooh.
They are 2 days out of Orlonga, and they're on night 42 of the death curse. So you guys are here before they are.
Cool.
So we just pretend
So
that no tracks are there.
no tracks then.
Ignore then what we said.
But we still know about powerful beings.
We still know about that. We got that going for us, which is nice.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Right. So,
Welcome back.
so you guys are at the first set of stairs. They appear to be completely covered by vines, creepers, and roots.
Do we want to...
No tracks.
Do we make charcoal?
I'm going to point out now, is anyone else able to allow us to pass without any form of a trace?
I'm not.
So no charcoal. Gotcha.
I did not prepare that one. Sorry.
I can do it for us if we would like to move in stealthier.
Sure, although burning some of the vegetation will definitely leave traces, spells or not.
Yeah.
Can we, like, if there's something living in here, there must be a way in.
Do I see the other side of the vegetation, and how far away is it?
Maybe we should check
The vegetation
for
ends
different
at the top of
doors.
this first set of steps.
Yeah,
And that was 50 feet.
Can we look around for another way in? Like, go
What, are you just
around
walking around the edge of the
structure?
pyramid?
Yeah, go around
Every
the
single
structure.
side appears to have the same obstacle on it.
Hmm.
It's only this side you've arrived at that has the entrance to the whatever it is at the top. The other sides appear to be enclosed walls.
Hmm.
No hidden entrances if we try and search across the.
Nothing.
Is the vegetation like impossible to pass through, or could we
Are you trying?
slither our way in? Does it look like we can move through it with difficulty? Does it look like difficult terrain, or does it look like impossible to pass through without?
It looks like difficult terrain.
Okay, Cora's gonna take out her scimitar and just start way at it and going in. Too much talk, not enough action. Let's do this.
Cool. You start to do that, and then as you turn away to hack at the next bit, you glance back for a second, and the bit you just hacked off has regrown.
Damn.
You try again with the next bit, and it regrows immediately.
Does anyone have access to a blight spell?
Nope.
No, of course I don't. I don't.
That's a 4th level spell.
Oh.
We're a bit in out of our depths at this point.
I don't.
I mean,
you haven't
what
tried
about
anything.
What about poison spray?
Cool.
You know what?
You try it, it has no effect.
Get the heck out of there! I'm gonna try something else.
Can anyone talk to plants?
So we just
I have a guy that uses fire for a living.
I kneel down in front of the vines and I go, "Hey, can we pass?"
You get the impression that it sends you a middle finger, it would.
There is an actual spell to speak with plants.
I turn around and go, "I'm afraid that my attempt at speaking and reasoning with his plants has ended up fruitless."
My comment was
you're nuts.
Well, yeah. Do you know what you said to him? All right. Did you not know what you just said to it? You just told something ugly about its mother. Do you know how to even talk to plants? For the love of God.
I did not realize that common ended up translating to planted.
Well, learn you something, and you might be able to get through in this. Can I do a nature check on the plants?
Go ahead.
Cool. Make me your nature check.
Speak Sylvan.
I actually can.
Hobbit, can you roll that for me? Do you have access to my seat?
I have no idea if I have access to your sheet.
You do.
No. Oh, I do?
Yep.
Okay. Cora,
roll nature, please.
Character sheet. Nature. Done.
They seem to be blocking the way.
Can I look around to see if I see any of those flowers?
Make me a perception check, and are you proficient in nature?
I am not sure. I don't have that open.
I'm just waiting for Moril to just set abilities testing.
I am not proficient in nature, no.
Okay, make me a perception check.
That is a 17.
You're not. You think you can see where such a thing might grow off in the distance, but it would help if one of those actually knew nature were to, go in and try and find it themselves.
Well, I don't know what she's looking for. I have nature.
Hey,
I'm tired of this.
Everyone, please, please don't fire things. Don't fire.
Potentially too late.
Don't fire. I just saw one of the tiny thingies, the ones that gave me this. And the shell. And he was carrying a large, I think it was an orchid. It was a orange and purple flower. I'm not proficient in nature. I can see the word orchid in your message.
Yep.
Lagotah isn't sure.
The reason I asked if you're proficient was more to figure out where it might grow in the nearby jungle. Because basically it takes half as long if you're proficient to figure out where it grows.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
and it went through the. Is Ray bugging out or is it me?
Yes, she's bugging out.
Okay. And it went through the plants and the roots kind of let it go through.
This is while everyone else to focus on, talking to the plants, and Moril's getting ready to burn. You just notice this thing right at the very edge go sprinting up, carrying the orchid.
So maybe if we have the flowers, it will let us through instead of attacking it.
Right.
Can I do a nature check to see if I see any of the flowers?
Make a survive. Maybe a nature check, and Mercy, you can as well.
So you
Hobbit.
mean to tell
Oh
me?
no, I can't.
Okay. Cora, you reckon, looking around, you think you can see a couple places where this kind of flower might grow. It's going to take you about half an hour to gather enough for everyone.
So you mean to tell me that plucking a plant off of its root will make plants let us pass?
It's magic. I don't make the rules. I don't know magic. I don't do any magic.
Cora is already off
An
collecting
orb
flowers
that lets you shoot fire.
while the people argue and she gets a headache, so she's gonna go collect flowers.
You do so, and it will take you about half an hour to gather what you need.
I've got some mumbling.
Such a shame that Moril doesn't have detect magic.
Oh, shush you. I'm working on it. Wait, don't we have somebody who knows the spell detect magic?
Absolutely.
Are you casting it?
Yes, I am.
Oh boy. Would you like some temple with your magic? How would you like your magic served? With icing sprinkles? Icing chocolate sauce? Magic chocolate sauce?
You know, icy chocolate
Just
sauce.
magic drizzled on magic? Or would you like some location with your magic?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the fact that the plants regrew on their own.
Yeah, but
Like,
what kind
this
of
whole
magic
place-
is it?
This whole place is giving off an overwhelming aura of, I think it's enchantment. I think enchantment, transmutation, and abjuration.
Oh,
Sounds good.
It's coming from everywhere, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this whole structure.
Right. Okay.
And when I say an overwhelming aura, I mean even just thinking about it for too long is giving you a headache.
Right.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Sure.
Are you sure? Are you
I'm
sure?
fine.
Really?
So, after about half an hour or so, Cora comes back because she seems to have found enough orchids for everyone,
Are they magic?
including you, Meiril. They don't seem to be.
Well, I got the flowers. I don't know what they're gonna do, but here you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty much as confused as you, but yeah, well, whatever. Let's
I'm
try it.
gonna
Anything's good at this
Take
point.
one of the flowers and walk straight towards the vines.
The vines part before you and allow you to climb up the stairs,
This is so
and then close immediately behind you.
I'll be damned. So
Alright, so-
killing a flower essentially lets us pass.
Oh, and you don't know if it kills it. Sometimes they can. Anyway, Cora goes up and says, "Sorry for hacking you away, but you know what? If I believe if plants are being naughty, I will spank them if I need to. But I will ask her nicely now if you will let me pass." And she holds out her flower.
They part before you.
And Cora goes in, saying thank you.
And they close
I
immediately
just
behind you.
I just clamp right through.
Are you holding a flower?
Well, yeah,
Then they part before you.
and close right behind me.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm just going to assume everyone makes their way up. The stairs leading up to the next level seem to be crumbling from age and decay. No, they don't seem to be blocked.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for other swingers.
Okay. Maybe a perception check. Is anyone else doing anything when you get up to the flare?
Well, yeah, since I was told to, I guess I'm also keeping an eye out.
13?
Noted.
Want a
Yeah,
perception check from me as well?
taking a look around.
Meryl, after a while looking around, you notice one come around from the left of you. This one's carrying both an orchid and a red parrot feather. and it goes dashing up the steps before you can stop it, and seems to be fine.
Do you have
Is
any?
this just-
Do you have any handout for what they look like?
Yes. My apologies.
Are these things just treasure hunt? This is just a treasure hunt.
Oh my god, they are adorable!
The first showing you saw, its master resembled a Triceratops' head. This one, its master resembled a chameleon's head.
You said a bat.
One second.
The first one.
Oh,
the one
bat was
today.
the one
Yes.
you saw at your camp.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what was the object it was holding?
Red
A
parrot
red
feather in addition to
parrot's
the orchid.
feather.
A red feather?
Red parrot feather,
parrot's
yes.
feather.
A red parrot feather. So I guess just do what they do.
Apparently, it seems to work.
Yeah. So any parrots around here? I can't.
Make me a perception check.
All of those looking for parrots, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Taking a look around, it takes you a few minutes. Meiril, you eventually looking around the side that the Chewinga came from. Notice a few red parrot feathers dotted around that you could quite easily scoop up and bring back to the.
I'll do that, and I shall put them into the ring of an armor or the lapel of people's clothes or leather.
Okay, and then do you try climbing?
Yeah, I'll stick mine behind my ear. I've got it's sort of the tied stem and put into weaved into the cloth, and the red parrot feather behind the ear.
Now I have to think whether that would be enough.
It's on my person.
I tidily decorate my left horn with it.
I'm actually gonna keep mine in my hands. The flower
Meiril.
and the feather.
Meiril, with it just sort of behind your ear, after a few steps they turn to gravel beneath you and you can't make any more progress. Lagotah, you
hate
stepping
this.
up, however, you can get up perfectly fine.
How did Lagotah have hers again?
Carried.
Carried them in my hands. Which means that both our hands are taken and we are not carrying weapons.
I take them into my hands, grumbling further in Sylvan.
I actually don't need weapons, but okay, I take one in each hand and I
think it's
carry on.
like
Same.
a
Now you can
gesture
Yep.
that we
Now you can ascend.
unarmed,
Technically.
in peace, something like that.
The
Maybe?
You're not sure, but probably. The final set of stairs are 20 feet long, rise 12 feet. These ones appear to be in excellent condition, but swarms of poisonous snakes are slithering all over them.
I turn to Mercy.
Yeah, how many?
A lot.
Any other swingers?
Perception checks, please.
Ooh, natural 19, so 22.
Okay, Lagotah. I'm just going to say this openly. You do notice a third Chewinga. This one, its master resembles a mongoose's face, carrying a red parrot feather, an orange and purple orchid. On the bottom step, it takes the orchid, and whacks a snake with it to make it angry. Then it strokes the snake's flank with a feather, seemingly to calm it down. Then it lies down facing the snake, whereupon the reptile crawls through the mouth of the mask and inside the Chewinga. It then slithers up the steps like a snake, untroubled by any of the other poisonous snakes.
That looks weird.
I didn't catch the part after it climbed into the mouth of its mask.
And then the Chewinga, still laying down, slithered up the steps like a snake.
Yeah.
Alright,
Who wants to try first?
I am not doing this.
If I die, tell my parents I laughed at them.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
I'll go for it.
Okay.
Does someone want to explain to
I
Ray
would
what?
I would explain what I just saw.
Ray couldn't hear what happened.
Yeah.
do one of you guys want to explain? I am aware of the time. I'm just getting to the stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one of the. At this point, I still don't know their names. I saw one
Schwinger.
of the. Yes, but as a character, I don't know their names.
Uh,
I saw one of the tiny elementals smack a snake with the flower and then stroke it with the feather, and then it kind of absorbed the snake in some way and made its way up there.
So basically, it took it on a first date and forgot to buy it drinks. Gotcha.
This is why I like this woman. I like this woman.
So is everyone aware of the like Stewie from Family Guy and his head? The slow head tilt.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lagotah, you said you were trying it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
you bop a snake on the head to make it angry, then stroke its flank with a feather, and you lay down, and the snake
kind of
crawls its way, it slithers its way into your mouth, and you start to instinctively swallow it. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, I probably can. That's a decent roll. B, what's my Constitution save? That's a 17.
You are completely fine, and you can slither up the steps safely.
I guess I slither up the stairs.
Thank God none of you are evil, or you would have disadvantage on the saving throw.
I mean, can I just do wild shape and just crawl up the stairs like a snake?
Are you actually trying that? Because if you do, those snakes are going to attack you.
Shoot. I guess not then.
But
I want to save you time.
She has no way
I mean-
of knowing that.
True.
I mean, I would probably just do whatever these elementals are doing. Might as well.
I mean, she probably would too, to be fair. I was just asking as a player.
The snakes will attack you. So who's going to follow Lagotah now you've seen her swallow a snake and slither her way up?
Oh, Cora's going to be all over it.
Okay. So Cora bops a snake on the head, strokes its flank with a feather, lays down, and starts to swallow the snake. Can Cora please make me a Constitution saving throw? Someone who can roll for her.
I'll get to it.
She said she was back, or do you want me to roll it?
She's back on voice, not at a computer. Cora is perfectly fine. She can slither up, having just eaten the snake. I love this place.
I guess I'll give it a shot.
Okay, Moril. As you start to swallow the snake, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm gonna stay close tomorrow as he goes forward.
Unpreferably, but okay.
You are
Holy
perfectly fine.
Nice.
Wow, okay, yeah.
And you can slither up.
That feels so weird.
Meiril is just stood there at the bottom, just shaking his head, just shaking it over and over.
Same.
So,
Me too!
So now we need... Who's going up next?
I'm going last, and I'm just gonna stay close to these two as they go.
Okay.
I can't
Mercy.
do this. This is too much. This is too much.
Mercy.
You can do it. It's
I'm
weird,
thinking the
but
same.
You can
Ah.
do it.
Does the snake come out of me?
Alright,
as I
I'll
come
do it.
out to the top of the stairs?
It does not.
That
Mercy.
just feels so weird.
Mercy, Constitution save, please.
Well, I guess I've had my eat for the day.
You are fine. And can slither on up.
Alright.
Now watch Angren be the one to fail.
No, I'm going last.
Meryl?
Let Meryl
What's
go
the
first.
distance?
Staircase goes 12 feet up and 20 feet long.
Don't know if it works for saves, but I'm going to give some guidance?
I could have misstepped that if I.
Guidance is specifically
Yeah, I
ability
thought
checks
so.
resistant to saves.
I can't do
Guidance
this.
in more the sense of, come on, you can do it. Then.
So, distance-wise to travel is 20 feet?
Do you really want to spell arcane on this kind of stuff?
That's
Come
the
on,
one
you
I
can
meant.
do it. Besides, we have the stuff to save you if you fail.
Resistance, that's the one I meant.
It's not if I fail this, it's I really don't like the idea of a snake climbing into me.
Would you rather the rest of the snakes bite you?
It's not
I
that
really
bad.
want to do.
Standard action, disengage.
I really want to do a persuasion
Umbra,
roll.
are you actually trying this?
I am actually trying this. Meryl does
Cool.
not want to do this.
Cool.
Disengage.
The second you try that, it
40
doesn't
speed.
matter. No spells or abilities prevent the snakes from attacking someone who climbs the stairs.
It's not an ability.
Disengage.
Nothing stops them from attacking you.
It's magic.
Disengage.
It's magic.
That's what I told you. I tried telling you.
Nothing prevents them from attacking you.
Disengaging will not stop fire from burning you if you go through fire, but disengage first.
In that case,
The second you try it, 9 points
on.
of piercing, 17
Nope.
points of poison damage.
wait a minute. Key point to dodge as a bonus action as I'm running up.
Cool.
Everything has disadvantage against me.
9 points of piercing, 17 points of poison damage from the first swarm to hit you. That's a nat 20, nat 20. So that's 13 points of piercing damage, 32 points of poison damage.
This
No
is gonna
save
kill him.
for
Uh,
the poison.
make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, halve the poison damage to 16.
How much health do you have now?
You're still up?
Umbra,
Are you
are you still up?
How much damage is it after the save?
So 13 piercing from that one, plus another 16 in poison, so that's 29 on that one. The first one that hit you was can I get another Constitution saving throw, please?
Are these?
That's a fail. You took
You have resistance,
17
you can
points
take a
of
d4
poison.
on that if you want.
Won't help. So that was another 17 points of poison plus 8 points of piercing.
Right now I'm down.
You are not even 10 feet up.
Did they hit with disadvantage on the second time as well?
Yes.
Can somebody drag him out of there?
Swarm of snakes, right?
You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do?
Meryl, can you make me a death save, please?
Did you really have to do this?
Sake.
God damn.
I am putting pressure on you because of this. Angren, what are you doing?
Shaking my head, standing there, looking at a swarm of snakes be attacking him while
Okay, so who had the damn
healing
potion?
word? Does someone have healing word?
Yeah, we have a
I
druid.
don't.
I have healing word. Do you want me to cast it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hobbit, cast
Yeah,
healing word.
Cora casts healing word onto Meryl. So you now have 7 HP. Are you still going to try and push forward?
I'm what, halfway up?
You are 10 foot up and there are swarm upon swarm of snakes still in your way.
It's either you go back down there, do it the right way, or I smack you in the face myself.
I can't do this. I'm not
Yes.
letting a snake climb into me.
Yes, you can.
They already were while you were down.
I don't believe you.
It's
Okay.
Okay.
It's either that
boy.
or they eat you.
Meiril?
Yeah.
Meiril, you want to do this? Do you want to do this?
I'm not gonna waste any more of my energy on you if you gonna be a pretty boy tarnation idiot. Now get down there and let that snake eat your pretty boy ass.
Actually, fine. If he want to go kill himself, whatever. I'm not going to take any responsibility for that. That's his call.
Hi, buddy.
What does Meiril do?
I'm getting my dice.
What does Meiril do?
I'm rolling for it. When I don't roll it on the floor.
What is Meiril doing?
Being an idiot.
Another key point to dodge. I'm going to break it.
Thank you.
Roll of natural 4.
Okay, that hits. So that's 4 points of piercing. Make me a Constitution saving throw, though you're down anyway. Plus another 5 points of poison. You're down.
How far is he from where we
Oh,
are?
he didn't even move out of the square. The second he started stepping, they just started swarming him.
If
I still think that this is bullshit that I can't disengage this.
Can
Okay,
I
you
start
disengage
moving
from
back
one
into
snake. What about the rest of the
swarm?
1,000 swarm?
Or does it
Disengage is
look
just you
like
don't take
they're-
attack of opportunities.
Sorry, Miya, you were being talked over. Can you repeat that, please?
If I try to move back towards the swarm, does it look like they're aggressive towards me or not?
They are not aggressive toward. Nah, they don't want to let you back down because you're trying to walk down.
Can I try to shoot one?
If I go down on the floor and try to slither towards
They
Meiril,
let you through.
alright. Can I try one way or another to put him on my back and slither back up?
That will get you attacked as well.
Can I try and shoot one?
Cool. You shoot one, another immediately comes out to replace it.
I'm gonna down another potion into the throat of this idiot. Uh, 2d4 plus 2. Oh, I need to. 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, this is what happens when nobles used to come into my tours. I just let them walk off into the dark and let Darwin do his thing.
So,
Now,
you have 8 points of healing and Lagotah is in your face, Meiril.
Do the thing. Don't die because you're too proud.
I go ahead and high five Cora.
Meiril, you can do this.
I swear to God if you fail at the Constitution saving throw now.
I hit one of the things with the flower.
You have to do you go all the way back down?
Do I have to go? Do I have to go all the way back down?
Yes.
Fine, I go all the way back down.
I will slither next to him.
Okay.
Moral support. Well, Meiril support, I guess.
Meiril, I am going to give you advantage on the Constitution saving throw. It's whatever's inside you. Which you did. However, yes, you can now head up safely. I told you had advantage. And you, assisted by Lagotah, can slither up.
It's okay. It's okay. You're fine.
Do you have a phobia of snakes?
He does now.
I
Angren.
have this phobia of things climbing inside of me.
Something to add to your flaws. Phobia of snakes.
Angren.
I'm gonna mark off the potion of healing.
I'm going to cast resistance on myself because I'm going to nat one twice. See it happening, and yeah, I do what they do.
Okay.
For save.
Still feel icky in my tummy though.
You're fine. It says I'm up to join the rest of the party.
but this is psychology. I still feel icky in my tummy. Because I literally had a snake crawling.
I am still getting to the stopping point here. The shrine atop the ziggurat is a simple rectangular structure of brick. The outside walls are decorated with labyrinth symbols of Ubtal. Beyond the open doorway is a barren, dusty room. But all of you notice the aroma of incense burning in the air.
Aroma of incense.
Do any of you try and step into the room?
Wait.
I'm still feeling absolutely nauseous.
Not really. I'm expecting it to happen the moment I set my foot in that place. I start looking around.
Can I look around for Chewanga?
Maybe a perception check.
I cannot. It's a 5.
You don't see any chewingers.
I make a look around as well because I learned by now that yeah, we're not gonna figure this one out.
Cora walks in.
And that's what we're going to call it for tonight.
I wanted to do that. Oh,
you didn't notice any chewingers. But yeah,
okay.
with Cora walking inside, you guys see Cora step inside the room, pass through what almost seems like you know how it looks when you step through water falling through the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see that effect, and you don't see your companion on the other side, and that's what we're going to call it for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. Now looking forward to next week.
Yeah, sure.
Inside the Shrine at Orlanga. Thank you for playing. If you do have any feedback for me, obviously feel free to PM me if you have to head off. Otherwise, I will see you Sunday if you're in my Strahd game, or next Thursday if this is the only game you play with me. Thank you.